Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me right now. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, OP. Okay, cool. OP Gamer. Yeah, I did all of that. I did all of that, fam. I closed the browser. I did all of that, fam. It's just not working. It's nothing is working. I did all of that. So I've been having issues with Chrome, even with the old computer. Chrome, sometimes it recognizes the Rodecaster, sometimes it doesn't. I don't have anything blocked. Trust me, dog. I have everything set up the way it's supposed to be set up. But for whatever reason, it's tripping real hard today. So, it's like I could turn the camera on, right? But for some reason, the camera in the Rodecaster, when I turn the Rodecaster on, it blocks everything. So it says that the Chrome doesn't recognize. It's shit crazy, bro. It's really crazy what it's doing. It's really crazy what it's doing. So it is what it is. I don't want to do the show like this, of course. You guys know me. I don't want to do the show like this at all. But, now I have my laptop. I had a laptop out, man. So it is what it is, man. So, Damien, you say try Mozilla. Yeah, I tried Mozilla Firefox, man. I had this, bruh. StreamYard is a Chrome browser. StreamYard is a Chrome browser, so I should be able to hear it. Okay, I'm listening to the show on my phone. StreamYard is a Chrome browser, so I should be able to hear it. Yeah, I should be able to hear it. Cause I'm listening to the show right now on my phone, so I'm hearing it right now. Let me know. Let me know. You say coach at sabotage. No, ain't nobody trying to sabotage me. It's the Chrome. No, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it, dog. That ain't it. Trust me, that ain't it. It just Anyways, the show must go on. Show must go on. So, as a matter of fact, let's see. What do I have here? Let me see. Can I? Because I can't. Let me see. Can I go back into the show again? Let me turn this back on one more time. Let me try it one more time. Let me try it one more time and see what it does. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Let me try this shit one more time. If it don't do anything, then we just gotta rock out like this. I mean, it is what it is. Fuck it. As long as you guys can hear me, I guess that's all that matters. Yeah, it's doing the same. It says your browser can't access your devices. This is what it says, guys. It says your browser can't access your devices. Close any other applications that may be using the camera or microphone. There's nothing else using the camera or microphone. For whatever the reason, when I turn the camera on and the Rodecaster on, for whatever the reason, really when I turn the Rodecaster on, now it's saying that the browser can't access it, which is bullshit. I done went to the settings. It recognizes it. It sees it. I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyways, I want to say, Martinez, you say I had to restart my Mac and my Rodecaster when it happened. Yeah, I don't listen. You know what, Mark? I don't restarted it a couple of times already though. So Martinez going through the same thing. I restarted it a couple of times. Let me restart it again. I restarted this a couple of times already, and it's keep doing the same thing. So let me restart it. Right now, we're just gonna rock out on the computer. It is what it is. Like, hey, what you say? He said you didn't shout out Al Heyman. He said I didn't shout out. He said I didn't shout out Al Heyman, huh? Hold on. You said I didn't shout out Al Heyman. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Let me see something. Can anyone hear me? Bro, he say update your drivers. Man, I did. Yeah, I did all of that. I did, bro. I did all of that, but it's a brand new computer, bro. This is a brand new computer, bro. Like literally, brand new computer, brand new everything. Got that. Yeah, this bullshit. You know what I mean? So all this shit bullshit, bro. Let me see what's up. All right, so let me turn off the road. It's still doing it. So It's still doing. Anyway, let's rock out with the show. Anyways, fuck this shit. Let me turn this off. It's still doing. Anyway, let's rock out with the show. We'll rock out with this shit. Fuck it. It is what it is. Show must go on. Anyways, what he said? He said, Wakanda trying to sabotage Coach Show. No, that ain't it. That ain't it, fam. That ain't it. I hate this avatar shit, man. I like to show my face. I hate this avatar shit. Anyway, let's get into the show. Suspicious behavior, right? There was a lot of stuff I was going to show as it relate to my subject matter today, but you know, we having a malfunction, whatever's going on with the computer, this and that. Trust me, guys, I checked all of my settings. I used to have these same issues with my Mac, same goddamn thing, the same issues with my Mac I used to have, so it is what it is, man. But we still got to rock out, as long as you guys can hear me. What it say? You say you need to pay your Chrome browser fees. Nah, that ain't it, fam. I don't know what the fuck it is. I really don't. You guys know I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world. I'm gonna close all these damn windows. Let me try this over here. Let me try something different. Let's go here. Hold on. Let's go here and see what he do. You say Charlo still getting that verbal assault. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's see, can I show my face? So you guys can see my face from the camera. Can you guys hear me? Just let me know if you guys still, let me see. Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all still should be able to hear me. Okay, good. So you better see my face right there. And let me. All right, I gotta have two avatars open for whatever reason. So I don't want to have this shit open. I gotta have both of these open. Let me know if you guys can still hear me now. Hold on, let me see something. I think you should be able to hear me. Okay, cool. All right, he said now I can't hear. You can hear now. I know you can hear now. So now hold on, let me fix the camera. All right, so this how we doing it. My camera is working with my new Windows, right? My camera is working with my new computer. And you guys are hearing me not through my roadcaster, but you're hearing me through my laptop. So the audio is coming from the laptop, the visual is coming from the camera. So we just going, it is what it is. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me turn. I was playing the show on my phone, as you can see, playing the show on my phone as well. So it is what it is. Now let's get into this damn show. Suspicious behavior. Boxing fans accuse Jermell Charlo of taking a dive. I had a hell of a presentation today, boy. Lord knows I had a hell of a presentation today, boy. They lucky, boy. They better be lucky, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and look at this, guys. And I don't think I'm going to be able to take call. I don't know. We will be able to take calls today. I think we will be able to take calls today. So let's try that. I think we're going to try the calls. We'll see what's up. As I sit back in the aftermath of Canelo versus Charlo fight, I thought about all of the cricket things that I know that go on in the sport of boxing, right? I often say this on my show all the time, that boxing is like WWE. Scripted fights, better known as setup fights. This is what I call, right? Setup fight is basically, it could be anything from a guy being suggested to take a dive. You have people in the sport of boxing. And again, I'm not saying this is what happened with Charlo and Canelo, but I just want to throw that out there. There are people, I had people hit me up, coach, Charlo didn't look the same. We all know he didn't look the same. He didn't put up an effort in that fight. True, those are the facts. And I think that he did it for a reason. I'm not going for he was in there with the great Canelo and he was just so intimidated and so afraid of Canelo that when he felt the power, he just checked out mentally. I mean, I hear what you're saying as it relates to that, but I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that at all because I know too much about the sport, right? Scripted fights, better known as setup fights. Manufactured champions, better known as paper champions. What is a paper champion, guys? A paper champion in boxing is a champion who is considered to be a false champion or a champion only on paper. Now, someone that's a paper champion to me will be some, like, normally people say paper champions are someone, they'll say that maybe they said Devin Haney was an email champion, meaning paper champion, because he didn't fight for the WBC belt. It was handed to him, this and that. Jermell Charlo, he didn't fight for the title. It was handed to him because the champion did not want to fight him. So because the champion didn't want to fight him, the champion got stripped of their belt, and the interim champion got elevated to the champion. So they call them paper champions, right? Some people, you get what I'm saying? So pretty much like that. Sometimes it's how you get the belt, the reason why people may call someone a paper champion. Now, in today's time, even calling fighters email champions, that's what they call them now, email champs, right? These are fighters who were given belts without fighting the real champion in order to get the title. Then I thought about a book that I read years ago. And I have a book right now called Low Life by a guy by the name of Charles Farrell, right? Charles Farrell, in this book, he talks about fight fixing. This book is about fight fixing, what goes on in the sport of boxing. Now, you have people who are active in the sport of boxing. They'll never admit it on record. Right? Never. They'll never say that. You get what I'm saying? So, they're, oh man, that's not real. That's like saying that, referees don't fix football games or basketball games. Like any legalized sport, there's some type of there's some type of cheating. That's just what it is. There's too much money on the line. Like Vegas and those people like that, they don't bet money out of the blind. Like me, so like people like me and you, a lot of us, we don't have access to a lot of the information or what's going on in the inner workings as relates to the business of boxing. The business of boxing is going to do what's best for the business. You get what I'm saying? And I give you a perfect example. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was really, really good for business when he was a guy. What do I mean by that? When Mike Tyson used to fight, he used to bring $1 billion to the city. When he fights in Vegas, like literally Vegas will make $1 billion. What do I mean by that? From people flying in, booking hotels, from restaurants, rental cars, people going to the stores, shopping on the strip, networks making money from sponsors and advertising, ticket sales, pay-per-views, and then of course the gambling, the betting. So it was good for boxing for Mike Tyson to continue to win. Even when he lost, the mystique of Mike Tyson. Do you get what I'm saying? Mike Tyson was the money train. He was the money train. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is the truth. And then later on, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy. But Oscar De La Hoya, he was that guy. But Oscar De La Hoya used to fight a lot of tough fights. Normally, when you have people who bring money, who was like the golden goose in boxing, they normally, sometimes they'll stay away from maybe tough fights. But some of those old school guys, they didn't do that, right? But I'm just giving you a little, telling you what's going on, right? And then Floyd Mayweather became that guy. You get what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather was the guy who brought a lot of money to Vegas. Did you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick Timms. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Rick Timms. Shout out to Damian Weston, Mike the Mobile Mechanic, OP Gamer. Shout out to everybody in the chat, right? So let me take this off. So that's pretty much how that works, right? It's like believing that fights are not fixed in boxing. It's like a kid or a grown man believing that wrestling is real. What I mean by that, wrestling is real, but you believe that this guy really got DDT'd. He got power drive his neck on the canvas of the ring, and he really got power drive, got pinned, and then he got up like 5 seconds later. That's like believing that, you know what I mean? It's really real. He really did get power drive. He really did get he really was knocked out and stuff like that when Rock hit him with the rock bottom. Like that's like believing that. Like this really goes on in boxing. Like literally. And I tell you guys, it's all scripted already for the most part. Now, what do I mean by that? In this book, right? Again, you have people that's in boxing, they'll never admit it. And there's people that's in boxing, they won't admit it. Because it's against the law to like say, hey, I want you to throw a dive. Stuff like that, right? It's against the law to say that. And I don't think it actually works like that anyways. But in this book, This guy gave an example. He said, hey, you know what, man? What they'll do is this here. They'll normally, they may go to let's say they go to Robert Garcia's training facility. Let's say they go to Joe Goosen. Hey, man, I got this guy by the name of Jason, follower of Christ. You know, I need my fighter to get some work. Get some work is code for, hey man, you got any tomato cans in here that my fighter can fight? Hey, well, let's just say hypothetically, Robert Garcia, I'm using his name for example purposes. I'm not saying that he's done this. I'm not saying this at all. But let's say I walk in there, I want my fighter to get some work. That's cool. So, all right. Well, I have this fighter, my fighter's 168 pounds. He's looking to get some good work in, well, hey man, I got this guy, he doesn't be in the gym that much. He hardly trains. I got a fighter. You may go to a manager. Yeah, I got a fighter right here, man, but he ain't really been in the gym like that. He's a good fighter, but he can only last like 3-4 rounds. Okay, good. That's all I need him to look. 3-4 rounds, huh? Yeah, I want to make that fight. This how this stuff gets done. You get what I'm saying? I remember, Mike Tyson was one of my favorite fighters. Loved Mike Tyson. But as I got older, I started to question some of these fights. I'm like, man, some of these fights, man, like, this dude barely got hit. This motherfucker fell out and fainted, and he acted like he was knocked out, and all this stuff there. And Mike Tyson is my guy. I love Mike Tyson. You get what I'm saying? But, I love this book. Now, there's a lot of people who will say this guy is not credible, this and that, and other people I've spoken to, and that's fine. Believe what you want to believe. But what I'm trying to tell you is this here. This goes on in the sport. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care who the fighter is, especially if it's a top fighter. Boxing is about matchmaking. It's about matchmaking, and it's about matchmaking and of course money. It's about matchmaking and money. So if you're a fighter that's a cash cow in the sport, you're a fighter that generates a lot of revenue, guess what? What's good for the sport of boxing? What's good for the sport of boxing is we got to make sure that this dude is matched up really good. We got to make sure that if this fight just so happened to go 12 rounds, we're going to make sure that these cards look kind of funny. You ever seen how you watch a fight and clearly the guy, fighter A, won the fight, but fighter B ended up winning by a decision? And you're like, wait a minute, man, what the hell going on? Man, this dude clearly won the fight on the left, but all of a sudden, the guy on the right wins a controversial decision. Referees are involved in the fixes as well. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you a perfect example. Tony Weeks. You guys remember Tony Weeks? Tony Weeks refereed a fight by Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero was fighting a dude by the name of Grandpa Smurf, and I forgot his real name. Sorry about that. And Grandpa was putting hands and foot on Rolly. He knocked Rolly down. Rolly knocked him down one time, something of that sort. But Rolly was very, very hesitant in the fight. He was having trouble with this southpaw. I think Grandpa was a southpaw. And then Rolly had him in the corner. He let loose a flurries of punches. Rolly Romero, I looked at that fight. He only landed like 2 punches. Tony Weeks immediately jumped in and waved the fight off. Tony Weeks was down with the fix. Now, I didn't hear this from Tony Weeks. I didn't hear this from nobody else. I'm telling you, I know what I see. He's down with the fix. Because as it relates to the business of boxing in that particular moment, what was more advantageous, good for the business of boxing as it relates to PBC or whoever? It was more advantageous to have Rolly Romero win the fight more so than an old guy from, I think it was from Venezuela or somewhere that no one really knows about. He's an older guy. We ain't gonna make no money off this dude. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how this works. Did you get what I'm saying? They may talk to the referee. Hey, look here, man, my boy be in trouble, man. If you know what to do. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. Now, then I thought about a book that I read years ago. I told you guys, this book is called Low Life. I want you guys to order this book. You know what I mean? I asked myself, I thought about Jermell Charlo. I thought about his performance. And I thought about his performance against Canelo. And I thought to myself, why is Jermell Charlo running? Why is Jermell Charlo so quiet in the buildup of the fight? His energy was so different from the fights of the past. This guy's energy was totally different. Now, A person's ego may say, well, no, it was different because he saw what it was now. It was different because he was in there with the great Canelo. Canelo was such a powerful, strong fighter, and he's the greatest fighter in the history of boxing, that he makes people do that. That sound good. That sound good. Sound good. But there's a flip side to that. What if that wasn't the case at all? What if Jermell Charlo knew what the play was? And I asked you guys this on the show one time. I said, what's better for the sport of boxing? That Jermell Charlo beat Canelo Alvarez? Or if Canelo Alvarez were to win? What's better for the sport of boxing? A guy who doesn't have a fan base, a lot of people really don't like, and upsets do happen in the sport of boxing. I'm not talking about upsets, but I'm saying in this particular case, what was better for the sport of boxing? No referees got involved, so we ain't got to worry about that. No judges got involved. We have to worry about that. But something had Jermell Charlo acting totally different in the build-up of the fight and during the fight. And for me, it's not as simple as he was so afraid and terrified of Canelo. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying for me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying for me. Canelo is a great fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Canelo. Canelo's a good fighter, but but you're not going to sit here and tell me that Canelo was such a terror, such a monster, that John Ryder fought Canelo in the heart of Mexico, went life and death with him, with a broken nose. He could have laid down, checked out at any given time, the quote-unquote Eurobomb. But the Lion, the African-American stud, he was just so terrified that he chose not to fight that day. And he chose to run. So I just want to throw that out there. Shout out to Zephyr, man, for dropping that dub on your boy. My soundboard I can't turn on the soundboard, so it is what it is. He said, I don't believe this fight was fixed. He said, when have we seen Jermell beat anyone with high ring IQ as Nello? Charlo should have made this a Hearn versus Hagler fight. His energy changed because he wasn't confident in his ability. I mean, it sound good. It sound good. I hear what you're saying. Fam. You know what I mean? And if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. You can believe that. That's what you want to believe. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just telling you about boxing. There are fixed fights in boxing. Boxing is a crooked sport. Period. You get what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I'm not saying that the Saul Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo fight was fixed. Jermell Charlo very well may have been so terrified of Canelo that he decided to run. That very well may be the case. But what you're not going to tell me is that there's no such thing as fixed fights in boxing. You're not going to tell me that, because I know better than that. And you're not going to tell me that because of your favorite fighter. That's what you're not going to tell me. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to say this one more time. I'm not saying, because I know how some boxing fans get, I'm not saying that Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo fight was fixed. Let me say that again. I'm not saying that Jermell Charlo and Canelo fight was fixed. What I'm telling you is corruption in the sport of boxing is real. And I'm not buying Jermell Charlo, a guy who's been boxing for 16 years, was not confident in his ability against Canelo. I'm not buying that. You can buy it up what you want to believe. I have no problem with that. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. But I want to break something down to you. The question I had was, why was Jermell Charlo being so quiet? Why was he acting so differently? I'm going to tell you something else, though. There's an interview that Mike Tyson did with John Fury. I want you guys to look this interview up. There's an interview that Mike Tyson did with John Fury. Do you know what Mike Tyson said in this interview? Mike Tyson said that some of his fights were fixed. I didn't say it. Mike Tyson said it. Please, as a matter of fact, look this interview. Let me see, can I drop the link? Let me see, can I drop the link for it? Hold on, guys. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. So you ain't gotta believe me. This is what Mike Tyson said. So my question is, okay, Mike Tyson, okay, as a matter of fact, it was an interview with him and John Fury. Mike Tyson, John Fury told him about the Buster Douglas fight. Mike Tyson said, oh man, Don King did that. He said that fight was fixed. He said, man, Don King worked something out. He said it was him and the referee, Richard Steele. This is what Mike Tyson said. I didn't say this, Mike Tyson said it. He said, man, he worked something out. He worked something out with the referee. Remember the famous long count when Tyson had no drop Buster Douglas, and they said it was a long count. Buster Douglas miraculously beat the count, but it was a long count. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. Coach Malachi Williams is not saying this. Iron Mike Tyson is saying this. And he said that there are some fights that he had that were fixed. He said he didn't even know nothing about it. He said, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this. I have it right here. I'm finna pull it up right now. Hold on, let me see what's up. Bear with me. What is this guy's name? Shit. Damn, what the dude name? Hold on. I have it saved in my hold on. Damn, what do I have it saved at? Because I want to give you guys. I want to give it to you guys. I want to, you know what I mean? I always like to come with the receipts. What is his name? What is his name? Damn, what the dude name is? Oh, hold on. Is it Marco? Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. All right, here we go right here. I think Marco Boxing sent this to me. Marco Boxing. Let me see. Wait, where is it? Oh, here you go right here.
Fixed. I don't know why, because he was laying everybody out.
Hold on.
Damn.
You guys probably can't
I
hear
remember when
this,
he fought Buster Douglas the first time. It was a one count.
Don King did that bullshit. Don King set me up. I never said that before, but it made sense. You know what I mean? The 42-1, I can win this.
Can you guys hear this?
He talks that bullshit because, I don't want to tell you what we done before.
He was out.
It was fights, I'm not going to mention no promote. There was fights I had with an opponent that knows would fight me and the referee. You know? It was fights like that. That's just how it went. People are bend, odd. They got a hold of the referee. They fighting me and the referee. I don't know. The guy don't even know. Did I find out later what's going on?
I'm not a conspiracy theory guy.
So, I think Marco Boston sent this to me. When I listened to this, I had to just question a lot of things. I'm like, man, is Mike Tyson lying? Is Mike Tyson making this up? Anyone think Mike Tyson is lying and making it up? And my question is, if he's not lying, if he's not making it up, then how many other fights have been fixed in the sport? Again, is Coach Malachi Williams saying that Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez fight was fixed? No, I'm not saying that at all. But no one is going to tell me that there ain't no motherfucking such thing as fixed fights in boxing. You're not going to tell me that. It sounds good, but you're not going to tell me that, right? So it is what it is. That's all. Let me get the super chat out of the way. Shout out to Martin Ash, man, from he said I had to restart the Mac and my roadcast when it happened. Yeah, I did that, Mark. It still ain't working. Shout out to Keep It Moving. He said, bro, Ryder beat Ben at 168 and Brad Jacobs. What? I don't get what you're saying. You're saying he was at 168. What does that mean? Shout out to Willie Williams dropping that quarter of a dub. He said if Jermell Charlo come up next for Canelo, it was definitely a fix. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it was a fix or anything, but what I'm saying is, you're not going to tell me that corruption is not in the sport of boxing. They don't have fixed fights. I mean, anyone tell me that, goddamn it, nigga, I got a fucking bridge. I can sell you the Brooklyn Bridge first thing tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to RB the Baller. He said it was fixed. Charlo was willing to stain his image to help the PBC for big money. PBC also pulled a fast one on Lubin. He'll be fighting Spence next soon. Okay. So I've talked to these guys are never won't go on record saying these things, but I talked to several people. I talked to several people as well, and fight fixing is real in boxing. It's just the reality of the situation. So I don't have any inside information on any fights that's been fixed personally, and if I said I did, I'd be lying. I don't have any inside information. I don't know, but in boxing, shit like this happens. So I don't know. So I think that's why some Charlo fans are questioning the validity of his lack of effort, right? Jermell Charlo said after the fight, I want you guys to hear this though. Now this is what's making me look this is what making me look crazy. I'm going to tell you what's making me look crazy. Jermell Charlo said that, hold on, I'm going to tell you right now. Jermell Charlo said that after the fight, in an interview with Jim Gray, I want you guys to do something too. Watch the interview with Jim Gray that Jermell Charlo had in the ring when the fight was over with. Jim Gray asked him a question, right? In the interview, Jermell Charlo was smiling and he was fidgeting from side to side. Jim Gray was asking him questions. He was moving like this side to side. Go back and watch it. And he was smiling. Jim Gray say, "What happened? Why you wasn't able to fight like we normally seen you fight throughout your entire career?" Yeah, man. I did my best. This is what he said. He said he did his best. He said that he performed to the best of his capabilities. Canelo was a beast, he's a monster, this and that, and I gained 14 pounds and this and that. He said all of that, right? And then I immediately thought about what Mike Tyson said in the interview with John Fury, when Mike Tyson admitted that some of his fights was fixed. So I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it that what's giving credence to what Jermell Charlo fans are really believing? Did you get what I'm saying? And then when I thought about this interview with Mike Tyson with John Fury, I say, man, well, if Mike is admitting this, and you know what? I don't even need Mike Tyson to admit it. I looked at some fights that Mike Tyson had, bro. Like, bro, it was some dudes. He like, what's the dude named? Clifford ATN. Y'all remember that fight with Mike Tyson fought Clifford ATN? Man, it was some dudes that Mike Tyson hit, bro. He barely hit. These motherfuckers done fell out. One dude, listen, I saw a Tyson fight. I forgot the dude's name. Mike hit the dude. He flipped back, bent his leg, he flipped back, bent his leg. He took his mouthpiece out of his mouth, held the mouthpiece in his hand, and just laid there. Like literally. I think of Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder. I know y'all remember that one now. Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder. Oh, was that a real knockout? Go back and look at that one. Hold on. Shout out to Roland Curtis dropping that half a dub on your boy. He said Charlo was acting strange before the fight. He was acting strange during the fight. He was acting strange after the fight. Do we have to be Sherlock Holmes to realize something strange happened? But again, Roland, I don't have any proof. I don't have any proof of that. But I'm just saying, if people believe that, they have a right to believe that. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Zephyr for dropping half a dub. He said nobody's saying fights were never fixed in boxing. He said when have we seen Jermell Charlo fight? And when he have clearly had a fighter with a ring IQ such as Canelo. He said he had a problem with Harrison, tried, etc. Bruh, listen, all that sound good. All that what you saying sound good. Right? And yes, he had problems with Harrison. He had problems with Trout. Those are really, really good fighters. What you're saying is Canelo ring IQ was so much on a superior level that he was just so confused. He didn't know what to do. So the only thing he thought about is running. Again, Zephyr, if that's what you want to believe, you can believe whatever you want to believe. Just don't try to convince me of that. I don't believe that. That's all I'm saying. If you want to believe that, sir, believe what you want to believe. I don't care. It's not important to me what you believe. If that's what you want to believe, my brother, believe that. But what I'm saying is, don't try to convince me of that. If your goal and aim, my brother, is to try to convince me of what you believe, I'm not convinced. That's all I'm saying. But I thought about Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott. I thought about that as well, right? I say, man, you know what, man? I kind of see why would, a lot of I don't want to say a lot of Jermell Charlo fans, but I kind of see why would some of them really believe that. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially when you have shit like what Tyson said. And I'm like, okay, what Tyson said this. Like, how many other fighters that probably won't even come out like Tyson, they'll be like, man, yeah, I was in a couple of fist fights too. I was in a couple of fights that probably, like, he probably wasn't a part of it, but maybe the referee knew. Maybe the other fighter knew what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? I really want to advise you guys to really go buy that book. Again, I don't know the guy. I don't get paid any money on it. I don't have an affiliate with him or whatever the case may be. But it's a lot of shit that really, really goes on. Now, again, Saul Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow of boxing. He's the face of boxing. We just saw a fight last Saturday where Saul Canelo Alvarez brought the entire, like, I heard somebody said that the top curtains, the top part of the T-Mobile Arena, whatever, was curtain off or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. Canelo Alvarez is the hottest ticket in town in boxing, period. There's no fighter in America that I know of that's bigger than Canelo, right? I think the guy that's behind him, maybe Tank Davis, I don't know. So, the Canelo business is good business. Because Canelo gonna put butts in seats. Y'all remember Booker Ray Leonard? It's about putting butts in seats. Canelo gonna put butts in seats. He's gonna do that. Canelo also is going to, sell out hotels. You had people come from everywhere to see this man fight. He's that guy. Undisputed champion. He has all these different commercial endorsements. Like, there's nobody in North America that I know of bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Nobody. And he's a hell of a fighter, as Floyd Mayweather would say. Canelo, he's a hell of a fighter. You know what I mean? That's what Floyd say, right? Hell, they even had Floyd and Booker Ray Leonard. They even had Floyd and Booker Ray Leonard at the fight, shaking Canelo's hand. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm anxious to see what Jermell Charlo does next. Pretty sure he's going to go back to 154, probably fight the winner of Tim Tszyu and Mendoza, and he's going to be back. He's going to be back to what he was. The guy he was before, mad, angry, saying he a lion, he's going to go back to that. You get what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. The nigga ran for 12 rounds. He did that. Ran for 12 rounds, he did that. But as I said before, people have a right to believe what they want to believe. I'm not one of these people that's going to go along just to get along. Not me. You know what I mean? I know too much about this shit, about this sport. That I do know. I know too much about this sport to just believe anything. You know what I mean? I believe what my eyes show me. So it is what it is. I'm anxious. I'm hearing that PBC is working out a deal, trying to work a deal out with Amazon Prime. I love Amazon Prime. I order shit all the time from Amazon Prime. I'm a Prime member. You get what I'm saying? So, I think that'll be, I don't know. I think Amazon Prime show, I think they show football, right? I think Amazon Prime show football or basketball. They got to deal with, I think, the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. NFL or NBA, if I'm not mistaken. So to see, the PBC fighters now fighting on Amazon Prime next year, we'll find out. We'll find out to see if let's see, Amazon Prime boxing. Everybody has Amazon, so you know what? That might be a good move. That might be a good move if Al Heyman can get. Let me see my computer gonna go dead soon. If Al Heyman can strike a deal with Amazon Prime, that'll be great. I want to make sure that my computer don't turn off. That'll be great. If Al Heyman can do that, that'll be great. That'll be great. I might need to. You know what? I might need to do it on my phone. I might need to do this on my phone. Hold on. That's what I might need to do. I might need to go and stream out on my phone. Who knows? We'll see. That'll be a great move. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. Shout out to Miguel Gomez. Shout out to Swat Jones. Everybody said you're a proud Amazon member. Yeah, me too. And you know what? I spend so much money with Amazon, dog. I spend so much money. I spend so much money with Amazon, dog, that I should have had stock in Amazon. I spend so much money with Amazon, like literally. You know, so if the PBC go to Amazon, which is an app, so it's not a network like Showtime, but it's an app. You know, then I'm wondering. I'm wondering will they still be able to show like, hey, what you say, Bless? I'm wondering will they be able to show like the pay-per-view. Hey, you know how and where my chapstick at? You know how to you know how they say. I remember Booker Ray Leonard was saying like when Canelo fought Dimitri Bivol. They, Canelo didn't do well in sales. He didn't really sell pay-per-view too much. Yada 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 yada. Such and such, such and such. He didn't really do too well in sales. And over here, we do this and that. There's no way of knowing, what he did. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, And I think they said because it's an app, you're not able to know. So I wonder how they will be able to do the pay-per-views, whatever they do the pay-per-views. Shout out to this guy right here. He said fight or flight boxing. He said, are you insinuating that the fight was fixed? I mean, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm saying that it's a possibility it could be fixed, and it's a possibility that it wasn't fixed. There are fixed. There are such things as fixed fights in the sport of boxing. Are you, so take it or leave it alone. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Take it how you want to take it. I'm just throwing it out there. I wonder how they gonna do, like, if Tank fights on Amazon Prime, how would they do the pay-per-views? They'll probably do it like the way DAZN does it. Right? Because remember, the PBC got a lot of fighters. They got like 300 fighters or something of that sort. So all of those fights are not going to be pay-per-view fights. Of course, Canelo's going to be a pay-per-view fight, of course. St. Davis is probably be a pay-per-view fight, of course. Outside of that, then it is what it is. Did you get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Outside of that, it is what it is. So, people like Keith Thurman's, I don't know if they're going to put those guys on pay-per-view. More than likely, if Keith wants a certain amount of money, that's what he's going to do. If people like Danny Garcia, if they want a certain amount of money, that's what they're going to do. Now, will the public buy Keith Thurman? Will they buy Danny Garcia? Would they buy Andrew Ruiz? Would they buy these other guys? I don't know. And what to say, OP Gaming, you said you got a subscription model, then your pay-per-view model. Okay, cool. You know what? They probably going to do it like that though. Knockdown 305. He say maybe Pro Box. Maybe Pro Box. What did you say, fam? You say maybe Pro Box. I don't know. I think they was with Pro Box before though. I think they was with Pro Box before. Shout out to something in November. What did you say? You say just means Prime membership going up. And you know what? I hope not. I mean, but you know what though? Hey, something in November. Amazon has been ingrained so much in around the world globally that if the Prime membership goes up, it probably people would be willing to still keep Amazon because Amazon is a part of everybody's everyday life. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. If the membership will go up, it depends on how much. But I'm anxious to see how they're going to do pay-per-view on Amazon. How they're going to do pay-per-view on Amazon? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been an Amazon Prime member for a while. So, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay whatever they want. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Giovanni. What did he say, family? He said I'll pay more for my subscription if fights come with it. Yeah. You know what though? We might get a lot more competitive fights as well on there. Because I think what's going to happen is, as I said before, if PBC go to Amazon Prime, what I would like to see is this. Again, I don't know what kind of business that they may work out or whatever, but I'm a firm believer in. I think the networks can really force a lot of big fights, to happen. Especially if the promotional company is dependent upon the dollars of the networks in order to fund their fights. If if the networks, if the promotional company is dependent upon the networks to fund their fights, to finance their fights, then the network, in my opinion, and I think if they listen to the fans, I don't think they will, but if they listen to the fans, they have a right to say, okay, listen, the only, especially if the network, especially if the promotional company wants to guarantee, if the promotional company wants to budget for a guaranteed purses for certain fighters or just their roster or whatever the case may be, then the network has a right to say, hey, you know what? If you want our money, we want to see these type of fights. And we don't get these type of fights, you're not going to get our money. So that's what I want to see from all networks. I don't care who it is. Of course, every fight is not going to be a pay-per-view fight. When Canelo fights, that's going to be a pay-per-view because of the type of money that Canelo commands, right? Canelo is going to bring he's going to bring a whole fan base with him, so whole country with him. So, and I know in Mexico they don't buy, I think in Mexico they get to watch the fights for free. But you get what I'm saying? He's a walking economy in the sport of boxing. So, maybe a network could be willing to say, okay, we're going to give Canelo the type of money he wants. Maybe they'll say we'll give Tank Davis the type of money he wants. But again, I don't know those books. Like, we don't know exactly what these guys are really selling pay-per-view. I believe Canelo's doing pretty well. But anybody outside of Canelo, I really don't know who's selling what. Like the guys who's supposed to be doing big numbers, whoever that may be, I don't really know. Because I would like to believe that Canelo was doing well. Whatever well may be, maybe 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, I don't know. But the other fighters that may be going on pay-per-view, I don't know how that's going to work out. Again, a lot of these guys, a lot of these fights that been put on pay-per-view, a lot of these fights are not even pay-per-view fights, to be fair. But I understand why the promotion company does it, because the fighter wants a certain amount of money. The fighter may have a high guarantee. You know what I mean? That's my guy Steve Kim would tell me, hey, if this fighter has a high guarantee, then they got to try to cover the cost some way. Again, these promotional companies are not in the business of losing money. So shout out to C. Urban for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, I think Amazon is the move because it would be real harder to steal. You know what? I didn't even think about that. You're right about that. How will you be able to steal a fight if it's on Amazon? AC Urban, you right about that. How will you be able to steal a fight if it's on Amazon? And we know you can't steal no fight if it's on DAZN, because I have a DAZN subscription, right? If you watch DAZN, any of their fights, anything they have, if you look at the computer screen very, very closely, you will see some numbers. You will see some numbers on the computer screen. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find more. You'll see some. Trying to see where my chapstick at. You'll see some numbers on the screen, right? It'll show up on your screen. Just look at it real close. You'll see some numbers that come up on the screen. Even when you watch UFC fights, UFC, you ain't gonna be able to steal that from UFC. I don't know what that number is. It's some kind of code. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's some kind of code that comes across the screen. And what you say, Stephen X, you say you can't. What you say, Teach? You say, bro, no apps can stop piracy. I don't know, man. I really don't know. You say the zone is always on my Fire Stick. Okay, so you have the zone on your Fire Stick. So if the fight is on if the fight is on the app, you can steal it, huh? What did he say? He said you can steal from DAZN and UFC. Yeah, I didn't know. See, I don't know because I don't steal the fights. I pay for them. You get what I'm saying? What did it say, Food Revolution? He said, yes, you can. I have. Okay, cool. See, I don't know that. I don't know you can steal the fights because I don't steal them. I pay for them. If there's a fight on DAZN, I have a subscription. If it's a pay-per-view that I want to buy, I pay for it. And the reason why I do it is because I'm a content creator. So I don't want any disruptions in the feed. If we doing a fight party, I don't want any delay. I don't want any. You get what I'm saying? I don't want that. What did say, Justin? Justin said he said they got websites that you can go watch it on. Okay, cool. What is it like though? Is it in real time? Is it in real time, Justin? Shout out to Scooter. What did he say? He said, yeah, you can. He said, yeah, you can, coach. They even have links out there. And what did he say? You said you can steal all of them. He said, I pay only for what I asked for, which isn't much nowadays. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like, and you know what, Food Revolution? Last year, hold on, let me make some. I got Mike, I had to get my charger. Last year, do you remember the Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios fight? And do you remember the King Kong Ortiz and Charles Martin fight? I didn't pay for those fights. Somebody sent me a link. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. Shout out to Dantes. Listen, somebody sent me a link. I didn't pay for those fights because I refused to pay. I think Keith Thurman fight with Mario Barrios was $59, something of that sort. I wasn't paying $59 to see Keith Thurman fight Mario Barrios, and I wasn't going to pay. I think the Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin fight. I want to say that fight was $39. Right? I wasn't going to pay for that. Somebody sent me a link, and it was somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say who it was, but somebody sent me a link. Sent me two links. I said, man, I ain't paying for this shit. You know what I mean? But I bought Errol. I did buy Errol Spence Ugas fight. I bought Did I buy? I didn't buy Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius. We didn't throw a fight party for it, so I didn't even watch it. I saw like the replays of it. I didn't buy. As a matter of fact, you know what? I want to say when Deontay Wilder fought Robert Helenius, wasn't Devin Haney fighting George Kambosos that same night? You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. Wasn't he fighting George Kambosos that same night? Let me see. I'm trying to see. You get what I'm saying? I think it was two. Hey, what you say? Food Revolution. You said I never paid for a Canelo fight. How many Canelo fights I paid for? I bought this one. Hey, shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Salute, fam. You say it be in real time, delayed time, or anytime they are not reliable. Hey, hold on. What you say, Sir Senior? You say the streams, it be in real time, delayed time, or anytime they are not reliable. That's why I really just buy the fight or watch it the next day on YouTube. Okay. As a matter of fact, I think both of those fights were, if I'm not mistaken, what did you say, Stephen X? He said you may be right. I think Deontay Wilder was running up against Devin Haney was fighting George Kambosos, cause we had a fight party. We had a fight party. You get what I'm saying? So, you know it is what it is. Yeah, we had a fight party for this fight. So, I think we saw how that went down. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius. I think Wilder threw one punch or something. I think the first punch he threw, he knocked Robert Helenius out, and he laid out whatever. I mean, I wasn't gonna pay for that, you know. So, but I think, you know what? I think I bought the Devin Haney George Kambosos fight. That was the rematch. Was that the rematch? You know what? I forgot which one it was though. He said, "Coach, would you say Crosby? You say, Coach, I don't buy fights." He said, "I don't buy fights. I watch you." He said, "I watch you on your commentary. Play by play is the best." Hey, you know what? Hey, Crosby. The reason why I pay for it though, fam, I'm gonna tell you why I pay for it is because, you know, I'm a content creator, right? That's one. And then two, when we doing these fight parties, I want to make sure that I have play by play, right? So if you're a boxing fan, you don't have to pay for the fights. I'm not telling you to buy the fights. You get what I'm saying? So, especially if you're not getting the fights that you want, don't spend your hard-earned money on it. Don't spend your hard-earned money on no damn fight. You can come on over here and watch the old boy, and we'll go ahead and do it like that there, for real though. Shout out to Raphael for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, we'll only pay for fights, which I support. I totally agree with that. You say I support everything else. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not paying $89.99 for Tank versus Eastside Cruz. You're wild. You know what? I totally agree with that. And Raphael, you only pay for fights that's worth paying for. You only pay for the fights that's worth paying for. If it's worth it to you, you pay for the fight. If it's not worth it to you, don't pay for it. And don't let nobody shame you into not paying for fights. Because you have some of these people online that, oh man, you don't buy the fights. And again, people have a right to do whatever the hell they want to do. If it's a fight that you can afford to buy, fine. Everybody can afford to pay for pay-per-view. But if you're a content creator and you're making money, buying the fight, for me, it's a logical thing to do because you're making money by having a podcast. So you can take some of that money and put it back into the sport and entertain the fans. But don't let nobody shame you for not buying pay-per-views. If it's some bullshit that they got on pay-per-view and you don't want to pay for it, guess what? Don't pay for it. I totally agree with that. Don't pay for it. Somebody said, shout out to Yamas. You say it's my bread. Yeah, you do that. Listen, Yamas. Listen, let me sit up. You do what the hell you want to do with your money. Shout out to Knockdown 305. What did say, fam? You say he said I buy the Benavidez and Andrade. Benavidez and Andrade. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Hey, we gotta get the lights up too. The Benavidez and Andrade. You think that's a you know what? I mean, Benavidez and Andrade, if that fight get made, I'll pay for that fight. I did. Now, I didn't buy the Caleb Plant and Benavidez fight. The only reason I didn't pay for it because I was at a sports bar. I think it was me, Steve, Kim. Who else? It was somebody else with us, man. We was at a sports bar called Tom's Diner, which is in downtown LA. Right around the corner from the crypto, I think it's right around the corner from the crypto arena. I think the old the cryptocurrency arena, whatever the case may be. I forgot the name of that arena, but where the Lakers play at. Yeah, so we was watching it there in the sports bar. But had I been home, I would have bought it. I would have bought that fight. And then to come to find out, that was a good fight. That was a really, really good fight. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. That was a good fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, I watched it there. But don't let nobody shame y'all and not buying. Oh, y'all don't buy the fights. Y'all steal the fights. Listen, you can do what the hell you want to do. If you want to steal a fight, steal it. I don't care who it is. Whether it's Canelo or Spence or Crawford or Tank or Dehaney or Lomachenko or whoever. If you want to steal the fight, do what you want to do. And I think what they try to do is they try to shame a lot of the fans. Oh man, they stealing the fight and all that stuff there. Man, look here, man. If y'all putting on garbage ass pay-per-views, and then some of the fans feel that, you know what, man, y'all been robbing me for so long. Y'all been robbing me for so long, dog, that I don't even feel like paying for this. Because some fans may feel like, man, y'all robbed me for 5 or 6 other pay-per-views. So what I'm gonna do? This one here, they try to shame the fans. You can't do that. Now, if you're a content creator and you call in the fight as a content creator, all content creators should pay for the fight. And what did say, Jamie? Jamie said I would pay $20 for David Benavidez versus Boo Boo. $20? He said $20. He said you can't stop it. It's too much tech out here now. And you hit the nail right on the head. You can't stop it. But but let me ask you this: what is that technology that the UFC use? I wish I could show y'all an example, dog. Fuck. And I do know you can steal those fights as well, according to what you guys told me. But damn it, bro, if you look at these, I was watching The Zone, right? I'm watching The Zone. There was some numbers that showed up on the screen. You can barely see it, right? There were some numbers that showed up on the screen, in the middle of the screen, and then it'll disappear. And then it'll come back again, right? It'll come back again. Somebody, I don't know how true this is, but somebody told me that it can detect if, let's say you're recording the fight. Let's say, and what you say, OP Gamer, you say it's a video identifier. Yeah, I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know what it was called. But somebody told me that if you record the fight, it can detect if you're recording the fight, and then it'll shut the feed off. Shout out to Georgia B. What he said? I seen those numbers too. You get what I'm saying? He said they call. What'd you say? They call tell. I guess you're trying to say they can tell where the stream is coming from. Okay. Okay. Jose Luna, what you say, fam? You say that's probably an IP address tracker to see who's streaming. You know what? I don't even know if you guys can hear this or not. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Cause I want to start the show. We didn't say all praises due to the Almighty Al Heyman, and we got to say that. But I don't know if it's gonna play. So let me see if I can hear it here.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
All right. I heard it. Okay, I heard it. Okay, cool. I heard it. So I can still play my sound stuff. So you said it was you said it's a video. What you said? You said it probably tracks the IP addresses to those who streaming it. Okay. Cool. So if you get caught streaming, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they would do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how they would do that, because Dana White was like, I remember Dana White was talking shit one time. Yeah, we want to see y'all try to steal. We want to see y'all try to steal the fight, and I want to see y'all try to steal it, and we gonna catch you and this and that. You know, Dana White was selling whoop tickets and all that stuff there. You know how he do it. Shout out to Stephen X. What did he say, fam? He said we saw it too, coach. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So, no, I didn't know what those numbers were. But somebody told me that if you let's say you streaming a fight on the Zone, or you streaming a UFC fight, well, not streaming. Sorry, but not streaming. Let's say you watching the fight, right, and you're recording it. Now, someone told me that it'll stop you from recording or whatever. You know, I don't know. What you say, sis? You say VPN routers and onion routers make your IP address unlocatable, untraceable, I guess, because it bounces all over the globe. Yeah, see, I have a VPN. I have something that I use called Surfshark. I don't know if you guys heard of it. And it just Surfshark. It just bounces. You know, it just bounces my my IP address everywhere. You know what I mean? All over. Now, sometimes it may go to another country. Then sometimes I got to turn it off. Sometimes my VPN, my VPN blocker, Full Revolution, sometimes it will affect my stream, and I have to turn it off when I'm streaming. That's what I used to have to do when I used to stream. I used to stream from this Mac right here. This Mac I just held up, I used to stream from this. So I can't use it. Of course I don't stream from it anymore, but you know. What you say, fam? You say if you screen record, it will make the screen black on playback. Oh. See, you guys know I'm green to this, dog. I really don't know. I'm green to it. What you say, Big Blunts? You said, I remember when Dana said that is. He said, I stole that image. He said, I stole it the same night. Nigga said that. Hey, Dana White. Hey, Blunts. Dana White selling whoop tickets. Shout out to Sheriff dropping that half a dub on your boy. He said, I see this playing out like Rick said. Amazon may only want so many guys to start with. But the real question is, will it make it easier to make cross-promotional fights? Because that's the big issue. Shad, you hit the nail right on the head. The big issue is we have to get the cross-promotional fights. We have to get these networks, these promotional companies willing to work with each other. So this is what I'm hoping, Shad. If the PBC go to Amazon Prime, hopefully we'll get, the Zone, Amazon Prime, ESPN. Like, hopefully we get these guys willing to work with each other. Because you hit the nail right on the head. That's the real problem. The real problem is you may have a promotional outfit that, hey, we just want to host in-house fights. We have a fighter over here. But I'm gonna tell you why they don't do that. As I said before, Booger Ray Leonard say this all the time, Shad. It has to make sense. Why would a promoter, let's say someone like a Shakur Stevenson, or a Devin Haney, or a Tank Davis. If Tank Davis is your cash cow, if Shakur Stevenson is your cash cow, if Devin Haney is your cash cow, or Canelo, or Teofimo, or whoever, right? And it depends on who the promotional company is. Some promotional companies may say, you know what? I don't want to risk my top guy fighting another top guy from another promotional company. When Oscar De La Hoya was fighting, he fought all of the top guys. He was one of the fighters that was willing to take the risk. Oscar could have easily hid behind, let me just keep fighting these fights over here, but Oscar didn't do that. So I say this, Shad, I agree with you, but I want to add one more thing. You know, you got to have fighters like a De La Hoya who also willing to take that risk as well. The fighter has to be willing to take the risk as well, fam, you know?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Did you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The fighter has to be willing to take that risk too. So, you know, if you're a company, man, I ain't finna risk my fighter A to fight this other guy to make a cross promotional fight. Like, okay, like in today, put it this way, hey Shad, in today's time, if Oscar De La Hoya, let's say Oscar De La Hoya was in his prime, right? If Oscar De La Hoya was in his prime, in today's time, and let's say Tito Trinidad was in this prime in today's time, what do you say? Summer November, we got to ungreen. He said we got to ungreen the coach, family. Okay. I don't know what you mean by ungreen, but in today's time, we wouldn't have got that. We wouldn't have got that fight in today's time. Not in today's time. You get what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me see how many likes we have. We got to get the likes up, man. How many likes we have? Hold on, I'm trying to see how many likes. As a matter of fact, let me see how many. We got 313 likes. We got to get the likes up, man. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes to 400. We need 80 more likes. We need 80 more likes. In today's time, summer in November, you wouldn't get that fight right now. I'm talking about fighters in their prime. Oscar De La Hoya, Tito Trinidad in their prime in 2000. You wouldn't get those fights right. Not right now. Right now, like Ron Boyfriend say, they want to over marinate fights right now. So we'll have to marinate it, all that stuff there, yada 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 yada. We're gonna hide behind A-side politics, this and that. Like, again, you could, and I say this time and time again, you can say whatever you want to say about Oscar De La Hoya. You can call him Coca, Oscar De La Coca. You can say he wear fishnets, he wear high heels, and all of that is valid. He did. That's what he did and does in his personal life. He's done in his personal life. I totally agree with that. But one thing you can't say about Oscar De La Hoya, he ain't dumped no smoke. That dude fought everybody. In today's time, you wouldn't get De La Hoya versus Tito Trinidad. That's the equivalent of getting, like, we got this rumor out here, right? Online, somebody said that Tank and Teofimo Lopez are supposed to be in negotiations to fight each other. I don't believe that. That's a lie. I don't know who put that rumor out there. Guess what? That's a lie. That ain't happening. That's the equivalent, Oscar De La Hoya and Tito Trinidad fighting each other in their primes. That's the equivalent of Tank Davis fighting Teofimo. That's the equivalent of Tank Davis fighting Shakur Stevenson. That's the equivalent of Shakur Stevenson fighting Devin Haney. That ain't happening. Not in 2023. It'll probably happen. It would have happened back then, but that ain't happening. That ain't happening, bro. You get what I'm saying? So, hell, before Mike Tyson went to prison, he was in the process of fighting Evander Holyfield. The only reason Tyson and Holyfield didn't fight in 92, Mike Tyson went to prison. Remember, Mike Tyson was supposed to fight Holyfield in 92, but he went to prison. So, that's just the reality of the situation. You had a lot of fights then, but again, the criteria was different. So in today's time, that's just not happening. So you really do have to admire You got to admire a fighter that, you got to admire a fighter that really want to smoke, that really wants to fight the top guys and are fighting the top guys, because that's very rare. Like listen, check this out. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, both were undefeated heavyweights. They should have fought for undisputed back then. We shouldn't even be having an argument about, man, we still ain't got undisputed in the heavyweight division. We shouldn't even be having an argument about that. You want to know why we shouldn't be having an argument about that? Because they should have fought a while ago. Now, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, one guy, they have 5 losses between the two. Anthony Joshua have 3 losses. Deontay Wilder have 2 losses. You get what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder have 2 losses. And guess what? Neither one of them have a belt. So neither one of these guys have a belt now. So now it's like, oh man, okay, Wilder. All right, Wilder and doggone Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Like, I don't even know if anybody want to see that fight now. Wilder fought Tyson Fury. We know how that story played out. And and the rest is history. And so now we're hearing that Fury and Usyk finally fixing to fight each other for undisputed. I believe that shit when I see it myself. I believe when I see it. You know what I mean? So let me see, can I? No, I can't do. You know what? Let's see, can we do phone calls? Let's see, can we do the phone calls today? Hold on. Shout out to Harvey. Hold on, let's see, can we do the phone calls? Hold on, guys. We got a cash out. Shout out to Harvey for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He say Charlos can't talk that lion crap no more. No. He can't talk that lion crap no more. I totally agree. He say coach. He say coach, get him. They're not hitting the like button. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really tripping on it today, to be honest with you. But yeah, but we do need to get likes, so we need 51 more likes. If anybody who hate watching the show don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
So, this one I'm thinking, right? And Ron Boy Fresh is right. When you over marinate these fights, it's just the political climate that we are in right now in boxing. Like we wait forever to get certain fights. Like you really got to take your hat off to the Teofimo Lopez's, the Inoue the Monsters, the Terrence Crawfords, the Errol Spences, the Alexander Usyks, it might be some guys I'm forgetting in cruiserweight, the Baron Rodriguez's, the Devin Haney's, Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos, Shakur Stevenson in the process of fighting each other. Canelo's. Who else we have? Someone even say maybe Jermell Charlo. Minus his performance against Canelo. Some would even say that. You get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying. It's like it is what it is. I don't know if you guys gonna be able to hear. I think you guys can hear me very well. Let me drop the phone lines and see how the phone calls go. Phone lines open, guys. 530-494-9636. Y'all call the show. Let's see how it goes. My roadcaster's not working right now, so let me turn it back on. Hold on, let me try to turn it back on and see what it do. Hold on. Try to turn it back on and see what it do. Hold on. Let's see what the roadcaster do. All right. Let's go back. All right, we back. We back. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Go here. Go there. Go there. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get it where it's a solo layout for me. What the hell did I do? Hold on, guys. What the hell? What the hell did I do? Why I can't show the solo layout no more? Can you guys hear me now? I think you guys can hear me now, right? All right, I'm back. I think you guys can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, they can hear me now. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I know you can hear me now. Damn, I'm trying to figure out. I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this other avatar over here, though. I forgot the layout that I had. Oh, there it goes. There, I got it. There we go. Hold on. Y'all call the show, man. 530-494-9636. Let's see if we can get the phone calls in. Let me go ahead and mute this one. Hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
I don't know if you guys can hear Jamie. Let me turn him up as much as I can. Yeah. Jamie from New York. Talk to me, fam.
Coach, a few things. The Charlo duck. Yes, that motherfucker duck. I'll tell you why, Coach. Listen. If you're not a fanboy, if you're a real one like you and I, and the rest of the boxing world, we all feel the same way, bro. That motherfucker showed up to take to get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, Coach, by the 6th round, I realized that motherfucker lost his nuts. Being honest with you, he went from lion to big vagina. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying, Coach? He's a fucking clown, bro. And let me tell you, Coach, 2 more things, man. Back in '96. You were talking about Mike Tyson, the night that Tupac was murdered. Yeah. That was the Bruce Seldon fight.
Yeah, Bruce Seldon.
That brother also took a dive, bro, against Mike.
Yeah.
He either went down in the 1st or 2nd, but that motherfucker went to sleep for no reason. Tyson never touched him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, paper champion. Rolly Romero is one of them, Coach. Okay? And
says low.
What else? Yeah. And another thing, Coach, your computer earlier, man, I think it's suffering from a serious grease problem, brother.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do the calls because can't nobody hear. So, but anyway, thanks for calling. All right, we can't do the phone calls today. Because can't nobody hear. So, we ain't doing the phone calls. If you guys can't hear it, I'm not gonna, Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on. Maybe I can improvise. Let me know if you hear this. Hold on. Let's try it. Guys, let me know if you can hear this. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Zephyr. Hey, what's up, Coach?
Zephyr, what's going on, fam?
Malachi.
What's going on with you,
Hey,
bro?
man, look. Hey, calling out of Maryland, man. Nobody saying that fights wasn't fixed in the past, dog. And look, hey, I'm the last person to try to convince you with shit. I've watched your show for years. You know I have. Dropped much money on you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but look here, man. Hey, listen. If you look at, I'm giving you facts here. If you look at Charlo's record, look at his record. Every fighter that he had decisions with or that he lost to were good boxers. And then finally he gets into the ring with the good boxer with a great ring IQ, and he totally bitches up. So I'm not saying, listen to me, man. I'm not saying that fights weren't fixed, but I'm saying this fight wasn't fixed. Your boy Charlo, and I've heard you say time and time again that Charlo was your best fighter.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite fighters. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but hey, check this out. He came in there like a hoe. Hey, what he should have did, man, I'm telling you straight up, if you outmatched like that, what do? You go all out. And then what do? You make that some Hearns Fabulous shit, man. Hey, Canelo felt his power during that fight. You saw the fight, I saw the fight. During the opponent on Canelo, he could have caught him. I'm not saying that the fucking fight was fixed. I'm not saying that it wasn't. But I'm saying that this fight was not fixed. Hey, your boy Charlo, your man, bitched up in this fight, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not trying to convince you of shit, because you was throwing around the dog just like I am.
Yeah, no, but
You're not gonna convince me of shit. I'm not gonna convince you of shit. But I'm saying this fight wasn't fixed. Your boy Charlo ain't what you thought he was. He's not what you thought he was.
Have you been listening? You've been.
Why you think Crawford been calling that dog out?
Well, you've been listening to the show. You've been listening to the show all week, right?
Yeah, I've been listening to your show all week. Yeah.
Well, what have I been saying?
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so.
You never said out your mouth that the fight was fixed.
Yeah.
You cleverly never said that.
No, but hear me out though. Hear me out. What I'm saying is, you have fans that really believe that fight was fixed. You have people that believe that. Like, honestly.
Man, those are casual. Hey, Coach Malchild, you know this, man. Come on, man. I used to box. You used to box. I got uncles. I got cousins. I got brothers that used to box. Those are casuals, man. Fuck what they saying.
But hear me, bro.
They gonna sit up here talking about that fight was fixed. Let me ask you a question. What would have benefit Charlo for that fight to be fixed? If that fight was fixed, okay, he ruined his reputation.
Yeah.
He goes back down to 154. He ruined the fight with Crawford. He fights Tim Zero. That fight ain't no big money fight. So what would it benefit him for that fight to be fixed?
I don't know.
Nothing, not a goddamn thing.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is this: you have, it's a legitimate claim that people have. Some people do feel that way, and they have a right to feel that way. That's all I'm saying. Mike Tyson came out. Hear me out. Mike Tyson came out and said that he was involved with fixed fights. We do know that goes on, and me and you don't know which fights are fixed or which fights are not fixed. We don't know. We have our hear me out, brother. Hear me out. We have our beliefs. People have a right to believe that. Right. All I'm saying is, if you say it's not fixed, you have a right to feel that way. But you don't have a right to tell other people that they don't have a right to feel that way.
You're going off some shit that Mike Tyson said. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Most of the times when Mike Tyson got in the ring, people was already shook of the legend of Mike Tyson. So that shit was fixed within their own mind. It was all, you know what happened to Charlo? He was shook of the legend of motherfucking Canelo.
Okay. All right.
That's why he fought like a hoe.
Okay.
Hey, man, your man folded. He fought like a hoe, and he was not built what you thought he was. It's time for us to. Hey, I don't accept mediocrity. You got some people out here that congratulate mediocrity. This boy sitting up here talking about something. I ain't getting knocked out like the other fighters. Fuck you. Cause you lying, nigga. You didn't open up and let your hands go.
Well, like you said,
you know this. It's hard to knock a nigga out who fights like that. Who won't shell up and hold. It's hard to knock somebody out like that. You know that.
Well, like you said, hold on, but like you said, Jermell Charlo was afraid of the legend of Canelo Alvarez. He was afraid, and he just ran for 12 rounds. He was afraid of the legend of Canelo Alvarez. But we got other calls calling in. I totally disagree with that, but I respect your opinion. Peace, fam. Hold on, guys. We got other calls calling in.
Harvey from.
Hold on, guys. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Harvey from St. Louis.
Harvey from St. Louis. Talk to me, fam.
Look, we've been seeing a lot of boxing for years. And remember a few weeks back when you were asking about how Charlo was moving, I said it seemed like it was scripted. You know, knowing a person normally how he is, he's always brash, he talk a lot of shit, and he's boisterous, but now he's got this calm demeanor, he's showing all this respect, he's mature now, and I just said he moving funny. And then come to fight night, the boy doesn't even have, he hardly broke a sweat. And then he's not fighting like he normally would. I don't care if it's Canelo Alvarez he's fighting. He's a fighter. He's been fighting for years just like this man has. Why? Yeah, you would do things naturally because that's what you're accustomed to doing. He was moving all out of character. So you know when something's not right. You're looking at it. And then everybody's saying something's fishy. So, you know, I get some folks, they want to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
Because it's their favorite fighter. But don't let you see what you see. The one thing you can't do, you could tell me any kind of bullshit to try to sell me or tell me anything. But the one thing that I can't do, or better yet, I could tell you anything and make up some shit trying to convince you of the truth. But the one thing you can't do, I can't do for myself is lie to myself. I know if I'm not acting the way I normally would, or you know me well enough to know when I'm bullshit. You know, so this fight here. That's why I say Charlo's lost their brand when they did that bullshit. It wasn't even real. It wasn't even entertaining. You know, if it's one thing, if you know you're going to take a dive or whatever it is you plan to do, at least make it a believable fight. He didn't do that. So I get that he got his little fan base or whatnot. They need to start looking at for what it is. All he did was collect the paycheck that night, and now he want to talk the shit about wanting to fight Crawford now. Crawford saw the bullshit. Yeah, he's one of the most realest fighters that's out there today, and I understand the political side. He has to, you know, say things in a way to which, but you can see how he moves. You see what he does. His lifestyle. He eats shit, breathes, boxing. He trains every day. He's never out of shape. He's always ready. And his lifestyle shows that. And now here you got Charlo, been gone for damn near 2 years, and then come back, want to fight one of the biggest fights of his life, and stink up the place like he did. It was bullshit. We already know what he was doing. We sit it a mile away. So, you know, kudos to his fan base, but they need to look at it for what it is. He did what he did, and he's showing me he don't care about who he is, because he's got to live with that. Ain't nobody gonna forget that crap. He's got to live with that. So, it is what it is.
All right, man. Thank you for calling the show, brother, man. I appreciate you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey guys, y'all gotta forget the old boy. We trying to improvise. I'm trying to improvise on the calls because the soundboard tripping, so it is what it is. We got another call calling in. Hold on, we got another call calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Coach Eddie from the ATL, talk to me.
What's happening, brother? Hey, man, good show today. And I'm glad you're talking about this subject because that fight 100% was fixed.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt. Some people ain't happy. Some people mad at the motherfucker. So it is what it is. I ain't getting caught up in nobody else's emotions, but it is what it is. But go ahead.
Yeah, I believe the fight was fixed, Coach. And
why do you believe it? Why do you believe it was fixed though? Why couldn't it be like what Zepper said? Jermell Charlo got in the ring and he felt the legend of Canelo Alvarez, and the moment was just too big for him, and he just was afraid and he just ran. Why that couldn't be it? Why couldn't he was afraid of the legend of Canelo, as the two callers before said?
Well, because I look at the history of Canelo fight, like I said, I've been hate watching this guy for a long time. And this ain't the first fight that Canelo had. This is not the first big fight that Canelo had. The first big fight was the Mosley fight. That fight was to put him over. That's when Moses was with Golden Boy and Canelo was fighting under Golden Boy. So Moses went out there and put on a competitive, good fight, but Canelo edged. The second fight that we know was fixed, for sure, the Danny Jacobs fight was fixed. Because it was a sequence in that fight where Canelo dodged by 15 punches from Danny Jacobs. And that's the same stuff that we do in the gym when we trying to teach guys how to slip punches. Jacobs wasn't even trying to hit him. He was just throwing punches at the side of his head, making him move like basically like he was training him on the pad. That fight was fixed. The other fight that was fixed was the Kovalev fight. As soon as Kovalev came out, we were like, man, what is he doing? From round one, everybody knew what time it was. Throwing a little soft, pity pat jab. But Kovalev was taking selfies. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev was the crusher. Now all of a sudden he's smiling like a jack-o'-lantern, taking selfies with Canelo. Fixed fight number 2. Fixed fight number 3. The other fixed fight was the Triple G fight. The first time they fought, Triple G fight, Triple G would treat him like a sparring partner. When they was in the exchange, when they were throwing punches at each other, Triple G was shaking his head like, yeah, throw some more. Like, yeah, throw some more. That was a competitive fight. And that last fight, that Jermell Charlo fight, that was big. He came like he wasn't doing nothing, man. All this stuff, like you say, is scripted, Coach. It's all scripted.
Again, like you one of the people, a lot of people, or a few people feel that way. Again, some people feel, of course, if you're a Canelo fan, Canelo, greatest fighter in the history of boxing, people tremble at the sight of seeing him. I get it. I understand. Trust me, I do get it. But, so you felt that the Sugar Shane Mosley fight, I got to go back and look at that fight. Throughout the history of boxing, we do have questionable decisions. Some people feel that, remember when Floyd fought, what the dude name, Castillo, the first fight? You know what I mean? They felt like that fight, Castillo got robbed. They felt that fight was fixed. You remember that? Some people feel that. Yeah, some people feel that. I even had a guy tell me that he felt that Marcos McDonald beat Floyd Mayweather in the first fight. The first fight that Marcos McDonald had. So, but I definitely remember people always, even to this day, they say the Floyd and Castillo first fight was fixed. Like to this day, they say that. To this day, they say that because they felt that Castillo got robbed. So if he got robbed, then that means there had to be a fix in there somewhere. Really, in essence, any fighter that you feel or seen that maybe a robbery occurred, then surely there has to be some kind of fixing in there. What was the reason why this fighter got robbed? What was the reason why this fighter clearly won the fight, clearly beat the other guy, but the guy who got beat up ended up winning the fight? You get what I'm saying? So that goes on in the sport. I totally agree with that.
Right on, Coach.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie, man.
I know you got a lot of callers. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Eddie. Again, I'll talk to you later. Salute, fam. Hey, we got phone lines up at 530-494-9636. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me get the I gotta get the charger because I don't want this phone. I don't want this. Hold on, guys. Hey, I knew Coach Eddie was gonna cover that heat. Coach Eddie said, "Yeah, of course he is. The man been doing this." I remember when Coach Eddie. Hold on. I remember when Coach Eddie read the entire resume. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, what's up, Coach? It's inevitable. It's D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Bill, Baltimore.
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what robbery is. I'm gonna tell you what a real robbery is. And I'm gonna tell you what. They robbed my guy, Ryan Garcia. April, was it 29th, 21st? They robbed him, Coach. Hank Davis drained my man. Drained him to a point where he couldn't be himself, Coach. And you saw that. You saw the way he looked in there. His eyes looked drained. He looked like he didn't want to be there. I mean, even the glitter pouting around him, they didn't look like he wanted to be there either, Coach. That's one of the harshest robberies that we've ever had in boxing. Hank Davis drained a young American stud, like they say, Coach. A young American stud of Ryan Garcia. And to do that, and for people to see that on TV and pay for that, that's just ain't right, Coach. What you got to say with that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, D Block. I remember when Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fought each other. My cousin said he wanted to bet with Ryan. I say, man, I think Tank gonna stop this dude, man. Ryan ain't, yada yada yada. Ryan did try to fight that fight. I'm not upset with Ryan on that. Some people felt that he. Remember, I even said, man, he took that body shot and sat on one knee, and as soon as the referee counted to 10, he got up and walked to the corner. So, I felt that Ryan Garcia took a dive that fight. I still feel that way. I felt that he could have got up because as soon as the referee said that, made the 10 count, he immediately jumped up and walked to the corner. And then right after that, what we saw Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia asking Tank for his phone number. They trading phone numbers and they taking selfies in the ring. So for me, for what I saw, I felt like he went ahead and took a dive. Now that doesn't mean he was gonna beat Tank. Tank was beating him. Tank had dropped him in the second round. He was hurt. I won't say he took a dive. He quit. Hold on. I want to know. That's the wrong word. I don't want to say take a dive. He quit. Ryan Garcia quit because he could have got up and kept fighting. Very similar to what John Ryder did when he fought Canelo in Mexico. John Ryder had a broken nose that he got from an uppercut from Canelo, and he chose to get back up and continue to fight all the way to the 12th round. And he was catching Canelo with some hell of a shots. So if anybody who should have checked out, that was John Ryder. John Ryder chose not to do that. Why? When he could have. So I think Ryan Garcia I think he quit in that fight. That's how I feel about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo. Man, I heard that.
Yeah.
Let me say something, Coach.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah.
In my definition of quit, it means you do up Roberto Duran.
Yeah, Roberto Duran quit against Sugar Ray. Yep.
And they were in the midst of fighting.
Yep.
Now, the difference between Ryan Garcia is he got hurt because somebody exposed his injury in training camp, which Bobblehead and Ellaby, which I will never forgive them from this. They got spies in the camp. They can't, they spying all over him. They don't leave him alone. They don't let him train. They drain him. Coach, we got to understand that Tank Davis, in that fight, he could have been the number one dog and said, you know what, we're going to fight at 140, and kept it real with that. But you didn't do that, Coach, because he ain't a real man. He's a man with stilettos, his purse, running around, getting guys hugging him all day, all night, and that's why he went to the tank. I'm telling you, Coach, I'm telling you right now, I'm done with this, Coach. Everything will come back and bite him in the ass. He will come out and he will get destroyed by Teofimo Lopez. Revenge factors are coming against him. Everything's going to come against him, Coach. And for what he did to Ryan Garcia, D-Block, D-Town, D-Bill.
Shout out to D-Block, man. Salute. Again, I know D-Block been telling me about this fight with Tank Davis and hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me get my charger. Let me get my charger, guys. Bear with me one moment. Let me get my charger right quick. Let me get my charger. Cause I don't want the computer to go dead. Hold on, guys. I'm back. Hold on. Let me make sure this computer charged up. Gotta make sure the computer charged up. Hold on, guys. Let me put this on the charger. All right, cool. We Gucci. The old boy back. Hold on. Bring that back up. Hold on, bring that back up. Hold on, make sure you guys can hear me. Make sure you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Sorry about that. No, I know y'all can't hear me. Hold on. Let me know. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Trying to say, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Hey, what you say? Okay, you can hear me? All right, cool. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Miss Connie from Michigan, Coach.
North Connie from Michigan. Talk to me, Miss Connie. Talk to me, sis.
Hey, Coach, I think you were showing it, and we didn't realize it. The video you got of him running, and he's saying, "Don't have me breathing like Spence. Don't have me breathing like Spence."
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Lions, lions, lions, lions." The whole time he's running,
Mm-hmm.
but he's really saying lying. Yeah, and I thought about George Clinton. I had him saying today, "Atomic dog. Why must the dog chase the cat?"
Right.
Yeah, so that's all I've got today. You're doing a fabulous job. Very interesting topic. I just love your show.
Miss Connie, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate you calling the show. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, guys, we ain't got the soundboard, so we got to improvise. I'm not. You know what, bro? I'm gonna be again. Just think about this, guys. Think about this. I'm anxious to see. Somebody said it in the chat earlier. If PBC go to Amazon Prime, will that make more fights? Like more top guys fighting each other? Like will we get the Canelo Benavidez? We don't know. Will we get shit? Well, we got Demetrius Andrade fighting David Benavidez. You know what, man? Just even me thinking about that fight, Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez. I don't know, man. Like I don't know about that fight. I'm gonna buy the fight. I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view, and I don't mean to pivot a little bit, but I want to pivot a little bit. David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. I don't really know how to call that fight. You know, I'm hearing that fight's supposed to go down in November. I don't really know how to call that fight. Like, you know, I'm kind of leaning towards Benavidez. Very awkward style. He's a southpaw. Demetrius Andrade is going to move around. So, I mean, I have no way of knowing, you know, what the outcome, like how, you know, if it go 12 rounds, how it's going to be. And, you know, and this is why I like fighters who knock motherfuckers out. I like fighters who can stop people or just thoroughly beat them to the point where it doesn't go to the scorecards. Because once it go to the scorecards, you just never know. You know, because we've seen fights where one guy seemed like he got dominated. Next time, you know, like you got people saying that the Erickson Lubin fight, the Lubin and who that was that Lubin fought? Who that was that Lubin fought, guys? Was that I don't know, shit. Boxing scene. Who that was that Lubin fought? Ramos. You got people. How you guys feel about that? Hey, shout out Jason Follower of Christ, Robin V, Vic. Salute you, fam. I am Cam Apple. Killer Cam, what's going on, baby boy? Cam Apple, talk to me, fam. You got people feel that was a robbery. How do you feel about that? Did you guys feel that fight was fixed with the judges? He said Ramos got robbed. They set Lubin up for Spence. I'm asking. Robin V said yes. Mailman Max said it should have been a draw. L. Harvey say, Roland said no, Ramos wasn't robbed. Okay, Roland, you say he wasn't robbed. JC said yes, robbery. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is David from South Carolina.
What's your name is, fam?
David from South Carolina.
David from South Carolina. Talk to me, fam.
Yes, I want to talk about because y'all was talking about robberies earlier.
Yes, sir.
And because I want to when Usyk fight, because I never had a chance to call in about it. The reason why I think Usyk was, I can't even pronounce his name.
Usyk, you said it right.
The reason why he I think he wasn't lying about the getting hit in the nuts is because any object that hits close towards the nuts, you can feel it, right? This is a fact. You definitely can hit feelings. Even though it's not direct answer nuts, because he probably felt some type of vibration to his nuts. I don't think he should be thinking about that, but I wasn't there, so, but, you know. And another thing, another robbery that was really messed up. He was an underdog. He didn't have a perfect record, but he was an underdog, and he was going against David Venez's brother.
Right.
I think he got a brother, correct? And his brother was rusty, right? He was a little bit rusty. I think he had like an injury or something, car accident, what happened. But he clearly lost that fight. I think his name was Paul, if I'm correct. I don't know if the comments is correct, but his name was Paul, and he beat the shit out of him. His style was so awkward that he couldn't really figure out what his next move would have been. But he beat the shit out of his brother. And the fucked up thing about it is, I thought, okay, I can't wait. This is my first time watching. Let me see what's going to happen, right? He had a big ass smile. They put a down draw. They put a draw after all that ass whooping. They give him a draw. And the fucked up thing about it was they didn't put it on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. You might have like somebody, a small channel that posts that fight. But they're not going to promote those type of fights. And like you were saying earlier, certain fighters and the BBC, they want to promote. So I do see the corruption there. But yeah, robbery is a real thing out there. It's really messed up how the judge can pick certain group of fighters.
So the question I have for you before I let you go is this: How do you determine? I say a boxing fan. How do you determine what's a robbery? Okay, because if you feel something is a robbery, then that means it was fixed for the guy who won, who benefited from the robbery, against the guy who never should have got robbed in the first place. Because and there's many different ways to fix something. You know, it could be a robbery by judges, scorecards, maybe a fighter can take a dive, whatever. Many different things. How do you you really don't know? How do you determine? How do people come to the conclusion that Jesus Ramos was robbed versus Lubin? How do they come to that conclusion? What was the benefit of robbing Ramos for the benefit of Lubin? You get what I'm saying? Some people saying he was robbed. Yeah. So if you're saying he was robbed, why would the referees, want to take victory away from Ramos and give it to Lubin?
Ooh, that's a tough question right there. That's a good one. The first thing you said, how do people determine it was a rob? Well, you can see with your eyes. The eyes tells everything, right? The eyes tells everything. The referee, he has a good visual. He can see really good, but certain angles he can't see what's under the belt. Certain angles he can't see, and that's why they've made for judges. So because there's multiple judges that can see all around the ring. So that was a good one, or it was a little bit great.
Okay, all right.
I think that
All right, but brother, thank you for calling the show, man. I appreciate you, fam. You guys get what I'm saying? So at what point do you say, okay? At what point do you say, yeah, this was a clear robbery, and if it was a robbery, that means it was fixed. That means that it was already predetermined who was going to win. If this fight go 12 rounds, all this guy got to do is make it competitive. The judge is going to make sure that we get the outcome that we're looking for. Do you get what I'm saying? So when did you decide? Okay, this here, okay, if it's your favorite fighter, put it this way. If it's a fighter, hold on. If it's a fighter that's your favorite fighter, can you call it down the middle if it's your favorite fighter, or does robbery only apply to when it's a fighter that's not your favorite fighter? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Stephen X, North Carolina.
Hey, Stephen, what's going on, brother? North Carolina, talk to me.
Yes, sir. So, I've been hearing the callers and everything. I want everybody after this show is done to watch a scene from the movie Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I remember that. I've seen that movie like 3 times.
Okay, so you know the scene I'm about to say, where they're sitting in the bar and he's paying Bruce Willis's, the boxer Butch, to dive in the 5th round. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm going to say something that probably other people haven't said. It's a combination of different things.
Right.
I think the way I look at it, because like boxing's political too. Would Charlo have fought Canelo in Mexico?
I don't know. You know what? No, he said he would have. I think I heard a video. No, that was Jermell Charlo said that. I don't know about Mel, but they said they would have. That's what they said. I don't know.
I don't believe it. I don't think Charlo would have gone to Mexico the way John Ryder went to Mexico. And with all that stuff is true, the cartels are around there and whatever. Well, fighting in Vegas on that night, if you listen to Cameron and what he says there were mad Mexicans in the crowd. I think the moment got to Charlo. He's not built the way Floyd Mayweather is built, because Floyd Mayweather's not going to take a dive for no Canelo. When he beat him every single round. The PVC, like all of that, it's not a perfect fix. It was a mindset thing. It was a self-doubt thing. But you knew, like fighting in Vegas against Canelo was like fighting in Mexico. Like, dude, you have to have a certain warrior and dog inside you, and he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. So he failed at the biggest moment of his career, but he was smiling because he got the payday. You see what I'm saying? So it's more complicated. This is not just a straight fix. No. Right. But he's a PVC company man. That's why Floyd Mayweather and
Leonard Ellaby,
they're shaking Canelo's hand after the fight. That's politics. That's business. Those 2 dudes are about money. Al Heyman is about money. And I said this a couple calls before. Canelo's got 2 more fights. Mad Mexicans in the crowd. Even Cameron said, "You got the hell out of there." What does that tell you? It's everything. It's a combination of everything. You know what I'm saying? And Charlo wouldn't have fought in no goddamn Mexico against Canelo. Because if he had won, I'm not sure he would be able to get out the arena. Like, seriously. Like, John Ryder fighting in Mexico is different from Charlo fighting in Mexico. This is all political. You can't just look at boxing as a sport. It's not a sport. It is a sport, but it's entertainment, and it's especially politics. And I'll end with this. Look what happened to Dubois in Eastern Europe. Why would you fight Usyk in Eastern Europe at a time like this? Of course, we all saw Usyk got knocked down. He got knocked down. It wasn't a low blow. And he faced it like the ref was in on it, and he faced it like he got hit low. You're not going to win a fight in Eastern Europe at a time like this in the world. It's all politics. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, man, thank you for calling the show, brother. Stephen X, salute, fam. North Carolina, stand up. The brother asked me, he said, can you call it down the middle and say Crawford's fights could have been fixed too? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm gonna say this. All top fighters who are cash cows, meaning guys who are cash cows in the sport of boxing, all top fighters, you know, in my opinion, all top fighters could have been involved, well, could have benefited from fixed fights. I don't care who it is. Floyd, Canelo, Crawford, Tank, whoever, it doesn't matter. I can say that. The question is, can you say it? That's the question. Anybody can benefit from it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
L, Kansas City.
L from Kansas City, talk to me.
So I do agree with you. There are a lot of fights that I feel towards top-notch fights that are fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's ever going to change because of the business and the entertainment value.
Mm-hmm.
But with Charlo,
this past weekend. I don't think his was fixed. I think a lot of what happened had to do with that was, I think he felt the difference in the force of the moment. And I don't think he wanted to, because a lot of these guys, they all on social media and stuff, and I don't think you want to be embarrassed to become a meme. I know that sounds weird, but if you think about it, a lot of these guys, it seems like they, instead of going hard, they pull back because they don't want to be that next meme, that next person knocked out, that next video that's replayed over and over again. And with him, the way he acts, that he wants to look all the time, he always wants to have this image, I really think that played a big part in it. And I think he just didn't go as hard as he possibly could have, just because he was afraid of getting embarrassed, and he didn't want to be embarrassed.
Right. So my question is, and the reason why I came up with the title of this show, how do you determine, like you just said that you felt that Jermell Charlo didn't want to be embarrassed, right? So how do you determine when a fighter doesn't just want to be embarrassed versus when a fight is fixed? Because you got people say, you like, how do you determine that? Like, what is it that you need to see where you can say, oh yeah, this one was fixed, but this one here, he just didn't want to get embarrassed? Like, how do you come to that conclusion?
You know what? I'll say it like this. You mentioned about Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Bruce Seldon, that was a fixed fight. Bruce Seldon, I think he got touched. I don't think he really got hit. He went all out. Clifford Etienne, you spoke about him when he fell back, he took his mouthpiece out. He wanted to check. Tyson hit him cleanly, don't get me wrong. He could have gotten up, because the fact he played dead like a dog, that was a sign he could have gotten up. Some guys, depends on the money situation, honestly. Some guys, they don't care. They'll just take it because, for instance, I got a friend who's a fighter who used to fight, and he told me some stories about, like, some of these journeymen. They would get, like, he said he hit this one journeyman hard, and the guy caught him. He said, dude, don't hit me so hard. I'm going to let you win the fight, but I got to fight next weekend. So I really think it depends on where a fighter is for his in his pay scale and what his desperation is for his money. If it's a journeyman, he's going to go ahead. He'll take the loss so he can go on because he's a professional journeyman. So those $3,000-$4,000 fights, he can get 2 or 3 of those in a month. That's a decent month of paydays for him. If you got a higher echelon fighter who possibly, if he knows the business and knows he's still going to get another fight, like for instance Charles, he knew he was going to get another fight at 154 because of his status. But then you have some that, I don't know. And a lot of these guys owe Al a lot of money too because of these advances and stuff. So you never know what the arrangement is. But I mean, it just, to me, when you want to see if it's a fixed fight, you kind of got to look at everything. Like, who's this fighter?
Yeah.
What's he got to gain or lose based on this?
Yeah, it's not just as simple as saying, yeah, this fight was fixed, that wasn't. I get exactly what you're saying. Hey man, salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling the show. Hey, shout out to Matan. What you say, fam? He say Malik Scott and Helenius both. He said Malik Scott and Helenius both took dives. And you know what? Now, okay, let me say this. How do we know? Players devil advocate, Martin, hold on, I got you, fam. How do we know that Malik Scott really took a dive? Maybe it was like Zepper said when Jermell Charlo got in the ring with Canelo. He was just afraid of the aura and the strength of Canelo, the sheer magnitude. How do we know that Malik Scott, he wasn't just afraid of the aura, of the sheer magnitude of being in the ring with someone that's as strong and powerful as Deontay Wilder? Like, how do you come to that? How do you determine when a fight was fixed and when it wasn't fixed? Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, talk to me, fam. Oak Town, stand up.
Yeah, Coach. To me, when it comes down to whether a fighter got robbed or not, to me, the only way you can do that objectively, you got to be a fan of boxing, not the fighters.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I don't care who's fighting. I just want to see a good scrap. You know what I mean? If the fighter that I got some money riding on wins, that's a plus. But ultimately, you want a good show. It's like when you go to the movies. If Denzel's your favorite, actor, you don't want to watch some bullshit.
That's
you
true.
want to see some shit to be like, damn, Denzel's that dude.
Same
thing goes with boxing. You got to judge it objectively. Who was the busiest? Who was the most efficient puncher?
Right.
Who put in the most work? That's one thing I love about HBO, boxing. They had OG Harold Letterman, and I would hear his score, and I would try to see the fight through his eyes and see how the OGs, judge a fight. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with saying, Holyfield lost against Lennox Lewis the first fight. When that
he did.
ended, Coach, I threw my $200 on the table and stormed out. I didn't even hear the decision. My partner's calling me. I'm thinking he's calling me to rub it in. Come to find out, it's a draw. I'm like, what's a draw? Draw what? What the fuck you talking about? I'm thinking about a drawing. This nigga like, nah, come pick up your bread. I'm like, fuck you talking about? Yeah, it's a draw. And I was like, ain't no way in hell. I said, you know what, blood? Keep that. I was so fucking mad at boxing. I was like, man, fuck boxing. This 200 don't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
He got robbed. You won. You feel me?
Yeah,
and that's how I see boxing.
Hey, but Martin, check this out. Malik, I'm glad somebody brought up Malik Scott. Hey, shout out to Caesar for dropping that $2 super chat. He said Canelo said he cried when he lost against Floyd. Yeah, Canelo didn't want to lose. I really do get it. Do you remember Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, I seen that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, Coach. I was rooting for Malik Scott. I thought Malik Scott was gonna give him a run for his money. And I'm like, the fuck was that? What the fuck? Did that shit even hit him? It looked like he ran into the punch and still didn't even connect. I was like, did he trip?
Listen.
I was like, what am I watching?
Listen, man. Deontay Wilder threw a left hook that hit. No, he threw a jab. He threw the 1-2. He threw like a left hook, a slapping hook that Malik Scott caught with his right glove. And then he threw the straight right down the middle, and Malik Scott caught it. It punched his gloves. Like it didn't even punch his face. It punched his gloves. Malik Scott went down in slow motion to the canvas while he was looking at Deontay Wilder, staring in his eyes. Wilder looking at Malik Scott. Wilder then walks off with a smile on his face, go to the ropes with his head down, and then he looks at Malik Scott to his left. To his left. Malik Scott looking at him. Everybody in the audience was booing. They was booing because they know what they saw. So my question is this: I can easily say I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. No man. Wilder punched that hard. When he hit him in the glove, the power from Wilder's punch ricocheted through his arms and went to his brain and shook his brain, and that's how he went down. I can easily say that. But you can turn around and say, hell no, coach, that man threw the fight. That was a fixed fight. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can easily say, no, man, what it was, Malik Scott was so scared of the sheer aura and the magnificence of Deontay Wilder that when he got in the ring, he shrunk in the moment and his heart just left his body and he didn't know how to react because the coward came out of him. I can easily say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I just want to play devil's advocate. Man, listen, man. Shout out to my brother Mark from Oakland. Salute, fam. You get what I'm saying? How do you how do you determine that? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. Shout out to Rockman in the building. Shout out to Swat Jones in the building. I guess what I'm saying is it's to the interpretation of the individual. It's to the interpretation of the individual. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Robin B from Detroit.
Robin B from Detroit. Talk to me, fam. D-Town, stand up.
I know, I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about this Bruce Leroy getting bullets with his teeth. The reason why I think, it made them big, it's not because of the fight alone. It's because of everything leads up to the fight. Everything changed. Charlo changed. The treatment of the opponent by everybody else in the group changed. Everything changed. So, and then I tend to thought, and you did too. Something was wrong. You know, before the fight, it's like, man, something wrong. You know, that's the reason why I think that the big man been in.
He said, man, something was wrong, man. The fix was in. Something was wrong. Something was wrong. Something ain't right. The fix was in. But you get what I'm saying. What I'm doing with this show is this here. How do you determine? Like, we saw Rolly Romero in his last fight. I screen robbery. I screen fix. I say, man, nah. Tony Weeks did some weak ass shit, dog. No, man, no. You get what I'm saying? I saw Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder. I saw Bruce Seldon, Mike Tyson, Peter McNeely. I saw Peter McNeely. I saw I saw Florida Castillo, right? And then again, this is a pretty boy Floyd phase. Pretty boy Floyd era. Like to this day, I feel that Floyd lost that fight. Now, I'm not going to war about it, yelling, screaming like some Floyd Mayweather fans. I'm like, no, I think Floyd lost that fight. That's just my opinion. Now, am I going to go to war about it? No. But, we seen bad decisions in the sport of boxing. We seen fights get stopped prematurely. We seen scoring judges who scoring fights. Just this past weekend, people are still saying that Erickson Lubin, that Jesus Ramos got robbed against Lubin. Then you have people who love Lubin like, nah, man, they didn't get robbed. That was a close fight. It could have went either way. You got people feel that Lomachenko got robbed against Haney. You know what I mean? So I'm like, how do you determine? Okay, if it's a robbery, then that means it was fixed. If you feel that a person took a dive, like I feel that Malik Scott took a dive against Deontay Wilder, that means it was fixed. That's just me saying that, right? But another person can see that same thing and say, no, he was just afraid of being in the sheer presence of this magnificent warrior that's just so, on another level, on another stratosphere. You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's to the interpretation of the individual, is what I'm saying.
But it's still, if you want to develop a superhero type situation like Bruce Leroy,
yeah,
and said that his opponent just buckled and crumbled by his mere presence,
yeah,
as opposed to looking at everything else leading up to the fight, and no, we can't. No one knows that it was fixed. But you can have your assumptions, and being a logical person, if I had to choose between all the things leading up to the fight, believing my eyes, or believing that Canelo is riding around in the cape, and and his mere presence just made him fold. I can't prove it, but I would rather choose that fix may have been there.
I understand. Hey, brother, thank you so much for calling the show. Hey, y'all listen to Best. Best maker now. Y'all look what Best said. Best say if Canelo would have lost, that would have been a dive. Do anyone else feel that way? Because I think what my sister is saying is it's to the interpretation of the individual. If Saul Canelo Alvarez would have lost to Jermell Charlo, would Canelo fans be looking at that as a dive? I'll call it. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's the word, Slim? What's good with you?
Man, bro, boy, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Man, Mo, ain't that shit. How do you fix? You can't. Ain't no. How y'all sit here and say Cinnamon and Charlo was fixed? You don't need to fix that shit. What is it to fix? Motherfucking, that shit was done off of probability. A 154-pounder coming off the pup list want to beat Cash Cow and Cinnamon Alvarez.
Yeah.
I keep telling y'all, man, that that was a scam.
Yeah.
It's a difference between something fixed and something being scammed. And once again, boxing fans are the most motherfucking scammed sports fans in the sport, and in all of sports. We love getting scammed. You know what I'm saying? You notice that? We love getting scammed, and we will support a scam in a heartbeat. Because if y'all thought Charlo was going to win that fight, you had absolutely not. If anything, if Charlo would have won, then it would have been fixed. You didn't. If Charlo won that shit, it would have been fixed. Ain't no motherfucking way you telling me a Bama coming from 154 off a pup list is gonna be some fucking Cinnamon Alvarez who's the undisputed champion. Like, get the fuck out of here, Mo. Like, y'all gotta stop this bad ass thinking, man. All Rolly fights are fixed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When Rolly got his belt, it was fixed.
So why?
You know what I'm saying? Certain fighters are bankrolled, and Rolly is one. And I'm just thinking of Rolly off the top because he's the most like notable bankrolled fighter right now. Like Rolly is so bankrolled, it's crazy. It is crazy. If y'all don't go back, Rolly should have never even won that Jackson Marinez fight.
Oh yeah, you know.
And then all of a sudden, Rolly, and I told Rolly that on Twitter. I'm saying you are a bankroll fighter. Rolly is one of the worst boxers in the sport, but he's running around in recess with a belt. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what? Hey, I forgot all about the Jackson Marinez and the Rolly Romero fight.
Jackson Marinez beat the dog, gave Rolly a boxing lesson. Rolly won around 1 or 2 rounds, was getting pieced the fuck up, and they gave that fight to Rolly.
So okay, but maybe Rolly. Okay, let's put it this way. You saying they gave the fight to Rolly, right? Okay, well there's a Rolly fan right now saying that Rolly won that fight.
Because look, and that's fine, but he's still a bankroll fighter. The consensus is Rolly was given that fight. The consensus, now you gotta go off a consensus. Everybody's gonna nut hug who they gonna fucking nut hug.
Right.
You can find a motherfucker, you say, if I can line up 100 motherfuckers and one can be convicted of rape, it's always gonna be the one only. It's like, he ain't raped nobody. You know that boy raped somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how the game is. But at the end of the day, it's the consensus.
Right.
Nobody give a fuck about no 1%, the 10%.
Right.
We know it's going to be that little percentage. But at the end of the day, it's always been boxers that been bankrolled.
Yeah.
Right now, Rolly is probably the most bankrolled fighter right now.
Hey Ron, give me some examples of a bankroll fighter in your opinion that.
I mean, it's so many. Like, I mean, it's a lot. But see, you get. Like fighters, usually the A side is always bankroll, but some fighters are just putting fights where they know they're going to win. And if shit looks shaky, they're gonna start. All right, let's pass the envelope. Hey, send a word. We give them an envelope, so they send a little word. All right, you gonna get an envelope. Make this score look a little tighter. But the A side fighter is always bankroll, and 9 times out of 10. Now, when you're talking about fighters that's about to come up off an option, those are the fights you need to worry about. Let's go back to Manny. When Manny lost the horn, that had a lot to do with an option. Manny option, he ain't signed an option. Top Rank was like, okay, we got something for you. Let this fight be close. See what happens. Let this motherfucking fight be close. You dig what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Usually the nod goes to the A side. Not that Manny fight, not Manny and Horn fight. I thought, whatever have you ever thought? One, that fight was close enough, and they was like, nah, we don't like the way Manny moving at Top Rank. Bob, put the axe on his head. It happened.
What about?
We can go down the list.
Hey, Ron, but what about the Manny Pacquiao Timothy Bradley fight? A lot of people feel that. Remember the first fight? A lot of people feel that Timothy Bradley, Manny Pacquiao won that fight.
Those one of them option fights. Okay, cool. If we can get this, I believe, because this was a while back, I believe Manny had 2 fights. So in order to get that revenge on that fight, he had to sign another 2 or 3 fight deals, if that makes sense. I don't know. Off the top of my head, something like that. That's so many years ago. But I think he was coming up on a 2-fight option. So they probably gave him his option a little early, if that makes sense. So with that said is, we got to lock this man down. So the way we're going to lock him down is make him lose or give him a draw, and he's going to want to get back, and we get him in the get back mode. I need that back. All right, you want that back? All right, sign this 3-fight deal, and you got that back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's so many.
So it's a lot of politics. No, it's definitely like some callers said. It's a lot of politics. It's a lot. Like I said, man, boxing is a serious sport, but it's a lot of behind the scenes shit that a lot of fans not privy to. But now they're more privy to it now because of social media. So therefore, like, so therefore, you got to look at the fighters' options. But it's looking like, so now we smart enough to know now, oh, this man, this is last fight on this deal. What boxers say? We got to look out for this shit. He might get robbed. Isn't that what we saying now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15, 20 years ago, it wasn't like that. We wasn't really privy to all that information if it was a one fight, unless you was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these fighters, we know that, he got his last fight. He might lose this fight. They might set him up. Just like people thinking that, people actually thinking Ryan Garcia getting set up right now in this Dirty fight.
Okay.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
you know what I'm getting at? And it's a possibility he might be getting set up. And motherfuckers don't. Oscar, and the thing is, Ryan and them probably don't even know it. Because Oscar is a threat. Now they probably baited him. He don't want to fight none of them killers at 140. But you know what? We got a killer under the radar down here at 135. We can sneak him up there to bust that ass. You did what I'm telling you?
Yeah, I got you, man.
You see what I'm getting at?
Hey, bro.
Don't be surprised if that. What's up, Mo?
No, I'm just, bro. Like, bro. Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at is when did you call a fight a fix? Then, so when did you determine it's a fix versus his politics versus is an option?
Yeah, a certified fix fight is like the Rolly fight. I brought up Rolly because Rolly that was a certified fixed fight. Mildred Taylor versus Chavez was a certified fixed fight. You know what I'm saying? Those fights are fixed. Now you got fights that you can't really say they fixed by just off the level of probability. You don't need to fix a Charlo versus Cinnamon. We need to really stop.
No.
Let's stop. The Lubin and Ramos fight is not necessarily fixed because I re-looked at the fight and I can actually see how they scored it for Lubin. You see what I'm getting at?
Right.
You know what I mean? That wasn't fixed. But I think it is something. I think it is something going on with Lubin. Where they're going to put Lubin, and people don't understand this. Lubin is one of was supposed to be ours first, like, real star that they were supposed to build. And they fucked them up. They fucked it up by putting them in the Jermell Charlo fight. You dig what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
And Lubin was spiraling. Lubin was supposed to be that guy over at PBC to this day. Like, Lubin was supposed to be the guy. So, but it's something going on with Lubin. Lubin will be in a huge fight. I don't know what fight, but he's going to be in a huge fight. But I ain't trying to hold you low, but yeah, but Charlo and motherfucking Cinnamon, you don't need to fix that shit. That shit need to be fixed.
All right, so
all Rolly fights fixed. All Rolly fights fixed. I'm telling y'all right now, them fights fixed.
All right, man. Shout out to Rob Boy first, man. Salute fam. DC stand up. Hey, y'all heard Rob Boy. So all right. So I think we don't figured it out. Jermell Charlo was afraid, so he decided to run. He was just too terrified of the majesty of Canelo. Malik Scott, he took a dive, so there's no option for him to be, intimidated by the majesty of Deontay Wilder. All right, cool. Roland Romero, all his fights is fixed, so we got that out the way. Erickson Lubin, Ramos, that wasn't a robbery. That fight could have went either way. It was close. Do you guys get where I'm coming from? Like, bro, like, so you guys get where I'm coming from, though. You feel me? So, like, man, I tell you what. I put it this way. Can't nobody tell me that ain't no funny business going on in boxing. There's funny business. Whether a dude, Jose said, I'm lost, coach. Hey, you know what, Jose? I don't got lost too. Anyways, whether a dude is running, whether a dude took a dive, whether the referee got paid off, whether the judges got paid off, whether Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. And then whether the judges, sorry about that, my computer screen went out. Whether the judges got paid off, the fact of the matter is, hey, hold on. Brady 12. So, coach, what he say? He say, that you deleted it. He say, so did Listen take a dive with Ali? Hell yeah. Listen, bro, I wasn't born then, but doggone Sonny Liston and Ali, I saw that fight like 4 times on video, of course, because I wasn't born then. Can't nobody tell me that Sonny Liston Ali fight went fixed. What I mean by that, Sonny Liston took a dive. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. I know what my eyes saw. Ali standing over Sonny Liston, telling him to get up. Now you may say that's old, that's back in the day. All I'm saying to this here, what went on back in the day still go on today. That's all I'm saying, fam. What went on back in the day still goes on today. Period. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Bro, well, that's what they did back then. They don't do that no more. Bull to the shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing. And I ain't trying to convince nobody of my position, but I'm telling you how I see it. Carla, what's your name when you call it from?
Hey, this Coach Eddie 2-time. I'm gonna be real.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
We forgot about one entity. Now, my old boxing coach, he's about 80 years old.
Mm.
But there's always been one entity that's always had played a part in boxing. They used to be like, yeah, Shane, we need to go down in the 3rd round, Shane. yeah, Shane. They was sitting up there in the audience smoking a cigar, me put their thumb down. Yeah. You better go down, man. They boxing mobbed up, man. It always had been mobbed up. It always will be. You know what I mean? They control them fights, man. Boxing been fixed since day one. Look at even Rocky Marciano fight. Now his fight was fixed. You know what I'm saying? There you go, white man, bring it up. Rocky Marciano again. Rocky Marciano was a hype job, man. Everybody he fought was old as dirt. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting guys lying about their age, like Archie Moore, 100 years old. You know, they froze him out. I mean, so now that boxing stuff been real. It's entertainment, Coach. At the end of the day, man.
Coach Eddie,
it's entertainment.
I got a counter argument, my brother. Boxing was fixed back then, but in today's time, boxing fights are not fixed in today's time. That happened back then a long time ago. In today's time, everything is on the up and up. What you say about that?
It's wrong, but boxing is one of the easiest sports to fix. It's one of the easiest sports to fix. All you got to do is go to somebody and look here, man. Just don't fight as hard as you usually do. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. Think about this, Coach. Jermell Charlo don't know how to take a dive because Canelo hit him with some hard punches, flush.
Yeah.
Go back and look at that fight. It didn't even hurt him. It didn't buckle his knees. It didn't do nothing. His face wasn't swollen up. You go back and look at how many times Canelo hit Charlo flush right on the butt. That dude didn't even buckle, man.
Yeah.
But I say Charlo don't know how to take that. Now Kovalev know how to take it down, man. Because Kovalev, you know, he took that punch, he opened up, dropped over his hand, and stuck his chin out. And Kovalev took a nice dive. Landed the ropes and everything, boy. He made it look good. But I said, man, come on, bro. You remember everybody was talking about that fight, how fake it looked, man. Right from the start, man.
Hey, there, Coach Eddie, boy. Hey, Coach Eddie, thank you for calling me, man. Salute, fam. ATL, stand up. Hey, man, hey, listen. Doggone Coach Eddie, boy. Hey, Coach Eddie say, man, look here, man. Rocky Marciano. Hey, look. Now, Rocky Marciano arguably is one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. According to certain people, certain historians, right? Rocky Marciano is one of the greatest fighters in the sport of boxing, right? That's what they say, right? I don't really want to talk bad about Rocky Marciano. You know what I mean? Because people say that he's one of the greatest out there. You get what I'm saying? So there's some other fighters. I would say that again. The past is the past. Hey, shout out to Thuggy D. What's going on, fam? Hey, Jason Phillips say Coach Eddie. He said Coach Eddie is wild. Man, look here, man. It ain't no such thing as fights getting fixed no more. That was back then. Of course, I'm being facetious. Carla, what's your name when you calling from?
It's LP from Boston.
LP from Boston. Talk to me, fam.
What's going on, man? Man,
you can call a fight a fix. You can call it someone getting robbed. My problem is Charlo he didn't even look like he cared what the scorecards were. He didn't detest them.
Mm-hmm.
He sat up there and he said, "Oh, I'm going back down on 54 permanently." Like, he had his whole freaking lineup already planned before the opening bell. My question is, what happens if Canelo loses? What was Al going to do with Canelo? You know what I mean? Like, something ain't right. And then you had Guzman. Guzman's in his corner looking like a lion.
Mm-hmm.
You have Derek James. Like, what do you want to win or not? It's like something. Mel was pulled aside, and he was just whispered something. From Al, from one of his lackeys. Something wasn't right. I don't believe the almighty power of Canelo came down and rushed among the black American spirit and just killed his heart. I don't believe any of that, but I do think something was fucking fishy, man. I had COVID. I was watching with one eye open. It still didn't look right. I couldn't make that fight look right if I was asleep. I don't know. I think there's something in the backstage going on, but that's all I wanted to give you.
All right, man. Shout out to OP, man, Boston, man. Salute, fam. Thank you, brother. Hey, look, you get what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, you heard what the man said. And again, shout out to Rocky Marciano.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Caller, hold on. Shout out to Zepper. What did say, fam? He say, had Floyd lost to Conor McGregor, that would be considered taking a dive. The difference of taking a dive is when it's clear a certain fighter should have won and didn't. Okay, all right. You make a valid point. Shout out to caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block. 2 times.
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, now, Coach, let's be honest with this, man. Rocky Marciano was a fake champion. At the end of the day, inflation of a 49-0 record. I mean, the guy never fought nobody. He fought Joe Louis when Joe Louis was 100 years old. I mean, and that's coming with. But so we want to say that Rocky Marciano is one of the greatest heavyweight champions of the world. Coach, when you really look at it, Jack Johnson would have whooped that ass. Muhammad Ali would have tapped that ass. Joe Louis, at his greatest of Joe Louis, would have knocked his ass out. And that's coming with facts, Coach. You cannot compare that short little foot. Well, how tall was he, Coach? 4'11"?
Nah, Rocky Marciano was about 5'9", I think. 5'10", something up in there.
Coach, they lied to you, Coach. He was 4'11". He's wearing stilettos. Come on, Coach.
Yeah.
Let's be real with this. Do you really have to... look who the historians are, Coach. Nothing but old grumpy-ass white men in their grave right now. They want to have a white man up there as a champion and consider him one of the greatest of all time. They could not see Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, and Joe Louis as greater than him. I mean, am I right or am I wrong, Coach?
Man, Rocky Marciano is one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. He beat Joe Louis. You know what I mean? Well, even though Joe Louis was 175 years old, he did beat him. But you get what I'm saying. So, there's some Rocky Marciano fans right now that would totally disagree with you, especially the Italian boxing fans. So I don't, again, I don't want to, you get what I'm saying? Italian boxing fans, so.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, I got 2 things with it. First of all, when I come with facts. Rocky Marciano was the most hyped up white man that I've ever seen on TV, and that's for real, Coach. I don't care what they say, Coach. 49-0, beat an old ass Joe Louis. I've repeated it again, Coach. I've repeated it again. Believe me, Muhammad Ali would have knocked him out in 6. He would have bring him down and stung him like a bee. Put him down like he could have said, "Oh my, this white man think he could be with me," but he can't. Because believe me, I am the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. D-Block, D-Town, D-Ville.
Shout out D-Block, man. Shout out to D-Block, man. Hey, you know what? There's a Rocky Marciano fan right now. 38 hot. Hey, shout out to OP Gamer. Shout out to Bricks. What's going on, Bricks? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Hey, Lisa. There's somebody. Lisa, check this out. There's a Rocky Marciano fan right now, 38 hot. That D Block said that Rocky Marciano was one of the most hype, one of the most overly hyped white men in the sport of boxing. Literally. Shout out to Malcolm Foyer for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said we knew Broner lost to Manny. At least he stood tall and told us, y'all know I be. Hey, you know what? Now, Adrian Broner did say that now. He did say that. He said, look, what he said? What AB said, I want to thank the whole hood for coming out here. You know what I mean? I did this. He said, no, he's what he said. He said, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I did this for the hood. AB, he said, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I did this for the hood. You know I beat that boy.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
AB got robbed. AB got robbed. That fight was fixed. AB really won that fight. They gave it to Manny Pacquiao. Call him what's your name when you call it from. Hold on. Call him what's your name when you call it from. Call, I can't hear you, fam. You got to call back. Call him, got to call back. Hey, y'all get what I'm saying though? Y'all get what I'm saying? Nigga, AB was robbed. We know AB really won that. JC say, he said AB was bugging. Hey, Lisa, these are the facts. The fix was in. They didn't want AB. They didn't want AB to beat the legend. Hey, Lisa. Hey, shout out to Elena. Shout out to Jessica, Jackie Hernandez, Swat Jones in the building. Hey, what you say? Albert Hauser, Duran took a dive against Herbs. So that's a fixed fight. If you take a dive, that's fixed. That's what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying? If you take a dive, that's fixed though. You know, if you take a dive. Hey, he said, you know I beat that boy. Nigga AB. Man, hey, listen. Don't get me started with AB. Check this out. Y'all check this out. What were the betting odds when Adrian Broner fought Marcos McDonough? When Adrian Broner fought Marcos McDonough, I want to say, I said, why the super chats ain't working? I don't know, fam. People, I've been receiving super chats. Hey, when Adrian Broner fought Marcos McDonough was the underdog in that fight. Adrian Broner was the house fighter. He was the guy. Everybody say OP gave him a plus 400 for the what? Guess what? Nobody picked McDonough to win. I lost $400. Betting on Adrian Broner. You know, I lost $400, bro. I lost money on AB twice. I lost money on AB with McDonough, and I lost money on AB with Mikey Garcia. Man, that nigga AB had me 38 hot with him, boy. He had me 38 hot with him. Hey, L Harvey, I lost $400 betting on that fight, man. 400. Doggone, man. Man, AB was dancing, coming to the ring. You know, remember they was billing Adrian Broner as the next Floyd Mayweather. You know, he said, Coach, he was bugging. No, I wasn't bugging. Shit, there's a whole lot of people betting on doggone Adrian Broner. I wasn't bugging at all, bro. Like, for real. Wasn't nobody betting on Marcos McDonough. Like, literally, you know. I mean, the people who betted on him, you know, if they did bet on him, you know, it was because they hated. It's because they didn't like Adrian Broner. But I'm just telling you, the money was on AB. You get what I'm saying? Man, look here, man. Marcos McDonough came to fight that day, boy. Nigga, Marcos McDonough he put the beats by Dre on AB. Dropped him a couple of times. I think he fractured AB jaw. I don't know, cause the jaw was swole. Nigga, they had AB walking out the ring. OP gave me, what you say, plus 700? Now just imagine, check this out. This is what Zephyr is talking about. Just imagine let's say it was plus 700, right? I don't know what the odds were. I don't know because I haven't looked it up, right? But just imagine everybody, AB the house fighter, everybody betting on AB, and doggone McDonald win. Now, I can't say that was a robbery or okay. I can't even say that was a fixed fight because AB got beat down. He really got beat down in that fight. He went 12 rounds. He really got beat down in that fight. I ain't gonna say a lie to you, dog. I had a couple of homeboys felt like that AB came on strong at the end, and they felt like AB did enough to win the fight. Like literally. I got a couple of dudes because it was like I was at a fight party and AB had got dropped. I remember he had no hump. Remember he was humping, humping dog on Marcus McDonald in the ring, and then Marcus McDonald turned around and did it back to him. I had a couple of homeboys because they was like in denial. They was, no man, AB squeaked it out at the end. I say, dude, he got dropped twice. I bet it on AB, and I was like, no man, he lost, dog. Like. He got beat down bad, dog. He got beat down bad. You get what I'm saying? Nigga was like, no, man, AB, he won them last 2-3 rounds. I say, bro, Marcus McDonald threw more punches, landed more punches. He landed more power shots. Like, there was no denying that. But my point is, imagine all that money people betted on Adrian Broner. If you put money, if you put like $100 to, let's say you put $500 on Marcos McDonald, bro, you know how much money you would have won? Do you get what I'm saying? Alec, what you say, family? Say, coach, it's saying that you can't super chat unless you on subscription mode for at least 20 minutes. All right, hold on, I'll change it. This the last call. I'll change it. This the last call, guys. No more calls. This is the last call. Hold on. Man, I lost $400, man. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Coach, it's Drew Holiday calling out of Colorado Springs. How you doing?
Man, Drew Holiday calling from Colorado. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, Coach, didn't I tell you he was walking that plank? I told you he was walking. He was walking. Canelo. When Canelo had him out there walking, like on New Jack City when he was taking over the Carter. That's how he had him walking in the ring.
Yeah.
But nah, Coach, there wasn't no big fight. It was just a mismatch. Like Timothy Brownlee said, I mean, we all knew it.
Yeah.
You know, we all knew Jermell Charlo was trying to hype himself up, but he couldn't. And I get it. I get why people mad at Canelo. He's 5'7", Coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the guys under 6 feet and beating ass in the ring, they got always some excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, well, 6. I don't know. Jermell 5'11", he's bigger than Canelo. Well, that's how it be sometimes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Coach, I paid for the fight though. I was hearing about y'all earlier talking about paying for the streams and everything. I paid for it, but I won't pay for another Canelo fight if he ain't fighting nobody. And for sure, I ain't paying for another Jermell Charlo fight, Coach. He better be fighting on Nickelodeon or something, Coach. I ain't messing with that dude. No, Coach. Anyway, and Coach, the last thing I got to say is,
all right.
ABC, I think they all frauds, Coach, until they fight somebody. I think they all frauds, man. Hey, that's why Bob Aaron, that's why he be talking about that. He fought nobody, Coach. But that's all I got to say, Coach.
All right, shout out to Drew Holiday, man. Colorado stand up. Hey, that's it, man. Hey, man, listen. The man say Jermell Charlo got to be fighting on Nickelodeon. Man, come on, man. All right, so this what I want. I want a fighter who when he get in the ring, he gonna fight. So, a lot of people talking about David Benavidez. The verdict, I think the verdict hasn't came back in yet on David Benavidez. But we'll see what happened with David Benavidez when he fight Demetrius Andrade. This is going to be very interesting because Canelo was on record as saying that he'll never fight. Well, he ain't fighting Demetrius Andrade. He has a horrible record. Those guys need to fight each other. He fights nobody, right? So, according to Mauricio Suleiman, and I'm going to say this again, quote unquote, according to Mauricio Suleiman, the winner of this fight between David Benavidez and Jermell Charlo, David Benavidez and Andrade, is supposed to fight, to become the mandatory to fight Canelo in May. Now, that has yet to be determined, because there's a whole lot of people out there been saying for years that Canelo been ducking Demetrius Andrade. And if Demetrius Andrade were to win this fight against David Benavidez, I'm anxious to see will Canelo fight the very same guy that a whole lot of people feel that Canelo's been ducking. They also feel that Canelo been ducking David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. So I'm anxious to see whoever win this fight. Will Canelo fight him in May? That's one. And two, will those fighters show up to come to fight? Because what if David Benavidez gets so, I'm so marveled at Canelo's majesty. I'm just so scared, and I'm gonna try to run and do what Jermell Charlo, because I'm so afraid. What if Demetrius Andrade does that? Oh, I beat David Benavidez. Now I'm in the ring with the great Canelo Alvarez, and he's so powerful, and his majesty is so magnificent. I don't, you get what I'm saying? So I just want to see for myself. That's what I want to see. But anyways, it is what it is. Shout out to OP Gamer, salute in the building. Shout out to Brady 12. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells, L Harvey in the building. Shout out to Zepper. Zepper, salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Alan Maddox. Shout out to DT DMV. Salute to you, my brother, Dr. T. OP Gamer, salute. My main man, Swat Jones. Shout out to Bricks. Shout out to Food Revolution. Shout out to Nick Rich in the building. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Salute to everybody. I do apologize about today, guys. I will try to have everything worked out. As soon as this live ends, I'm going to see what we can do. I'm gonna see what we can do, what I can do. I have a roadcaster right here. Mark Nash did say that he went through the same thing, and I don't know why is it acting up today. Like normally it'll do it, and I can refresh the screen, and everything will be fine. I restarted the computer, I rebooted it, and it's doing the same goddamn thing. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister Food Revolution in the building. So you guys know how we do it. It'll be better tomorrow. I promise you that. Shout out to Jose, salute fam. Shout out to Jason Phillips, JC in the building. Shout out to my sister Elena in the building. It is what it is. We gonna make it do what it do. Hold on. What you say? I look like I got all the super chat. Shout out to everyone who gave a super chat. Shout out to Malcolm Foyer. Shout out to Zepper. Salute to you, fam. Jose Mesa. Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Shad 1419. Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to C. Shout out to C Urban. Salute. Shout out to Fight. Shout out to Fight or Fight Boxing. Shout out to Roland Curtis. RB the Baller, William Williams. Shout out to Keeping It Moving. Shout out to Mark Nash as well. So we'll see. So again, I'm gonna say this again, guys. They do have fixes going on the sport of boxing. Boxing is a corrupt sport, just like basketball, just like football. That shit real. Now, it's gonna be up to you to determine which fight is a fix, which fight is not. I will say this: it's to the interpretation of the viewer. Some people feel that Ramos got robbed. The judges was paid off. That means that it was fixed. That's what that means. If you feel that the judges got paid off on the fight, that means it was fixed. If you feel that a referee jumped in and stopped the fight when Rolly Romero wasn't doing any significant damage to the guy, and he waved it off and gave the fight to Rolly, that means it was fixed. You get what I'm saying? If you feel that a guy who got in the ring and he took a dive, that means it was fixed. There's many different ways, many different outcomes many different ways a fight can be fixed, but the end result would be the same. It's to the interpretation of the individual who feel that a fight was fixed. I'm not here to change your mind, but I feel the way I feel about certain fights. It's quite a few fights I've seen. I was like, man, that was fixed. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You get what I'm saying? That's quite a few fights I've seen. You know what I mean? Sometimes the dude just quit in the goddamn ring. He just quit. Like, dude, that punch barely hit you. You get what I'm saying? nigga, you ain't have a scratch on your face or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Some people feel that Malik Scott. Some people feel that Malik. Listen, I'm gonna say this before I go. Ellie suck a nigga nutsack said, no man, I mean, I saw that punch. Like Deontay Wilder punches very hard. Like he hit Malik Scott with the left hook and then he came back with the straight right down the pipe. I mean, yeah, Malik Scott kind of blocked it, but Deontay Wilder's power was so strong that you don't understand. Deontay Wilder have concussive power. Like you really can't make this up. This is what Ellie Setback said. You got people that was booing in the audience. Like, no, hey, go back and look at Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder. You got people that was booing in the audience. Ellie Setback talking about something. No, Deontay Wilder's power is so real, and there are people that really believe that. I say the fight was fixed. I say Malik Scott, and then guess what? After the fight, Deontay Wilder hugged Malik Scott and whispered something in his ear. Hey, he hugged Malik Scott and whispered something in his ear. Malik Scott fell down to the mat in slow motion. Can't nobody tell me nothing, man. I know. Listen, bro, listen. Go back and look at that fight. Please go back and look at that fight. As a matter of fact, let's say a special prayer for Malik Scott.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
And before we go, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican Monster.
Right now, there's a #1 contender by the name of Demetrius. By the name of what's my name? David Benavidez. He feel that Canelo has been ducking him, and if Demetrius Andrade were to win, we gonna find out, will Canelo continue to duck Demetrius Andrade, as my brother Coach Eddie would say.
Now I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
Hey, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. Let's go ahead and let's see, tomorrow I might have a video dropping tomorrow. Please sign up for the newsletter that's pinned to the top of the chat. I'm gonna have everything working tomorrow. I promise you guys I have everything working tomorrow. But I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout for a video. I'm gonna be dropping that video about 12 o'clock. Probably about 12 o'clock. And you will get notifications from me anytime that I go live. Anytime we drop a video, you'll get notifications from me. See you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead and go out Devin Haney style. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My soundboard is tripping, so I get everything right tomorrow. I promise you guys. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. We had to improvise today, baby, but we did it.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.